for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 101.
Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
Folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood. Hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind.
Wow. Well, that's one of the reasons that you're a sports fan. And just when you say to yourself, you know, as you get older, I've seen about everything there is to see in sports. You get a great show last night in New York. Historic comeback. You'll hear it all day. You'll hear about who was hot and who was not, and who struggled and who was great. Unbelievable. First of all, it's unbelievable the Knicks were down by 29 points early in the third quarter. Second of all, it was amazing. They came back and won that game, and a couple of great performances. There's a lot to talk about with this game. A lot to talk about. Early on, it looked like I saw social media was blasting out pretty good. We're getting screwed by the officials again. and then it got back to the game. And then nobody saying anything about that after a couple of great performances. 30 points scored after, this is a crazy one, 76-49 at the half. I mean, they were knocking down threes like they were free throws, San Antonio. They were way up, 76-49 at the half. It got to 81-52 with a little more 9 minutes left in the third. And you're going, my God. Yeah, I'm guessing some of you might have turned it off and said, well, we got more games. I'm not going to watch. This is terrible. This is a terrible game. Well, they come back in the second half and get outscored 58-30. San Antonio scored 30 points in the second half, 3 for 17 on 3-point shots. And some questionable coaching, obviously, not slowing things down. Why are you taking quick 3-point shots? Your center back-to-back free throws late in the game. And DeAndre Fox has a couple of really bad plays. Has a play at the end of the game, tries to go in for the layup. It gets blocked by Anunoby. And who, by the way, made 2 of the great plays. Not only makes the block, and then he comes in, nobody blocks him out, tips the ball in with 1 second left with 3 guys standing around him as everybody get all over. You know, it's funny. And Brunson took the last shot. It was a little bit short. And of course, as I said, Anunoby. And both of them were unbelievable late in that game. To get back in that game, Brunson and Anunoby between them were just unbelievable. And they were getting a lot of help from a lot of other guys. Alvarado had a couple, but boy, that was about the big 2 right there, man, for sure. So DeAndre Fox gets out in front and thinks he's got a layup, and it gets blocked instead of trying to run the clock down, getting fouled, and making 2 free throws with a lot less time. He decides he's going to go for it. And, I mean, he's a veteran on the team. You can't do that. You're playing with a bunch of guys like 22 and younger, a lot of guys. And you're the veteran. You were Mr. Clutch last year, I think, for hitting big shots at the end of games and all the different awards. And then on top of that, I see overnight when they were talking about somebody's got to block him out when Anunoby's running to the basket for an easy tip in, where he just basically sprints in right through the free throw line and jumps as high as he can and makes a beautiful tip in over the top of a couple of San Antonio guys that were just standing there. So I don't know. They're saying, you know, Fox should have been there. That was his guy to kind of block out, and he kind of got caught watching. But, yeah, those are kind of mistakes and everything else. But whether you're going just a great comeback or a great choke job, right now the Knicks are up 3-1. And, boy, there is a lot to talk about, whether you like guys, you don't like them. And then the star power at that Madison Square Garden last night. I think they doubled up the star power for that game last night. Everybody said, I don't know if everybody's going to be going. Well, they were there last night, man. It was a who's who of singing, of movies, of sports. I mean, they were all out. They didn't care about the price last night. They got there early. Yeah, that was
in a game. I mean, that place was just going bonkers.
It was.
You got every
amazing.
comedian, ever actor down there sitting. What a scene, man!
Yeah,
unbelievable. Choke job, by the way, too. But yeah, I think you give the Knicks credit, man. It just feels like it's just their year, right? The way they run through the playoffs.
I just think I've always said this, so I'm consistent on very few things, but this one, I do believe in experience of being there in those situations. Whether it's LeBron, whether it's D Wade, whatever, as you go on in your career, and you're playing with a 22, a 21, and a 20-year-old are a big part, and they're all going to be great. I'm not ripping any of them today. If there's one guy to get upset with besides the head coach, and he's got to have as talented as they are, and those three guys are super talented. DeAndre Fox got to be the leader of that group and make smart plays.
No, he was without question made some brutal play. He threw the ball away a handful of times too down the stretch of the game.
I don't want to hear about his injury.
I don't know
either.
what he was doing.
I know he's not 100%. And then again, hey, probably after you've played this many games, now you're talking about 100 games or so.
Just amazing score, combined 30 points in the second half.
With that group,
14 and 16 in those quarters.
With that athletic group of guys that we're talking about,
all they needed was one mediocre quarter. Joe, that was all they needed.
3 for 17 in the second half. At what point does the coach go, hey, guys, we're flirting with in the 20s most of this game with a lead. Let's slow it down, use the clock as our friend, run it down a little bit, get it inside, and let's make them let's shoot some more free throws.
Look, the Knicks are a very fun, likable team, and just all broke their way, man. But they really are. They're a likable team. They got some guys on that team.
I listen, man. The likable thing is great. It was about Anunoby, who shows, by the way, absolutely after the game, looked like it was a preseason game, and he played like 15 minutes. And hey, what do you think of your team? Showed no emotion. It was amazing how cool and calm he was with his 33 points and whatever. They're getting on Brunson. Oh, he's trying to do too much himself in game 3. Last night, man, he was hitting some threes from downtown. He hit some shots or some runners in the paint. Those two put that team on their back. If you want to talk, they're going to look back, and if they win this thing like they should now, up 3-1, you're going to be talking about those two guys and who should be the MVP. Probably going to be Brunson, but man, they've been good. And Anunoby is a second guy. If he's your number 2 guy, which he is, nothing against their center, but boy, he has just been. And they play. Listen, they play hard. Nobody saw this coming, that the Knicks were going to be up 3-1, and their dominance here in these playoffs. Just a great story. I don't know if they're any more likable because they're still the Knicks. I mean, if you don't like the Knicks. But they play the game the right way, and they play well. They play team basketball. And I think Brunson gets to a point in these games where he just says, screw this.
I think that 3 he missed was the first shot he's missed in crunch time, right?
Yeah. No, he
finally missed one.
But what a
didn't
great
box
play.
out. Consecutive plays, by the way, on both ends. Guys didn't box out.
How many coaches today, I know there's no school going on right now, but coaches are thinking, you see it now, and you see it now. You've had a chance to see the tip in probably 20 times by now, either last night or this morning, because it's all over the place with a little more than 1 second left. Nobody blocks out.
Yeah.
It looked like a bunch of 12-year-olds just like, all right, let's get the rebound. And the guy
Castle does it the play before, right? He gets right to the rim, and he had he got fouled, goes to the line, hits a couple of clutch free throws.
It was
what is De'Aaron Fox doing, man?
I don't
going
know.
to the basket there. That's you talk about coaches and basics in basketball. That's know the situation. You take the ball and dribble that thing out, man. You kill a couple more seconds, you go to the line, hit your free throws.
I think you got to coach young teams differently. Like Mike Brown can coach his team differently. when you got guys in their late 20s and early 30s. And listen, the Knicks have been in the playoffs a lot. They've been in every bad situation possible. It's a grown-up team. They've been through it. They got scars on their body. And you got these bunch of young, talented dudes from San Antonio. And I got to tell you something, man. Outside of DeAndre Fox, I don't know what they're going to do with him this offseason. But I keep that core stays together. That core of guys, the moment doesn't look too big for those young guys. I'm not saying
not
they were
those
perfect.
three, but
no.
It's funny because they're starting to compare this to, like all the memes on social media and stuff. They're comparing it to like the Patriots, the Falcons Super Bowl.
Oh no, that was fair. I wrote that down, Woody.
It's an epic collapse, man.
It
just is.
Oh.
I don't want to take anything away from what the Knicks did because they took it. But
you got to have some help.
I
totally
going
agree.
into the fourth quarter, so they got it down to 15 going into the fourth, and that place was just going bonkers, and it felt like they were at the very least gonna make it a game.
They cut it in half, basically. You're right, going into that fourth, and you're like, that 15 might as well have been 3. I totally agree. Like, all bets are off right now, and
it all started when Wemby took another swipe at another elbow. That flagrant foul was that's when the run started.
I know, but
that's really what started it.
I know, but
he can give one more cheap shot in the next game, and that'll be it for him. I think he's out of flagrant fouls.
I don't know. Like, hey man, they're not here without him, and he's a great player, and you say whatever, and
he takes another cheap shot, and they make it to Game 6. I don't think he'll be there.
He missed the 2 free throws late, probably, and stuff. But hey, they got after him a little bit, and were getting aggressive with him, which he had to know. They said, and they were warning everybody before the game, what's going to happen. But that's not the story, Woody. That's just not the story. It's not. The comeback, 29 points down, and you're right. It's a combination of guys not quitting and another team with deer in their headlights. And if you want to call it a choke with the young guys, I get it, man. And the coach, you got to coach those young guys differently, man, than guys with experience. You just do. Guys that haven't been there, and those guys have not been there. They went from worst to first, man. I mean, they're going, hey, man, I know we're going to get ripped for this 29-point collapse. The Cavs are going, man, we're sure glad you did that. We did one of those, though, with except it was 22 with the Cavs.
I'll play you a little Barkley when we what do you think he thought of this?
Oh, I saw it. I saw it this morning. I saw Charles.
He wasn't very complimentary of the Spurs.
Charles getting on Kenny, came out with something, trying to break something down, and he just stopped him. You can see Kenny was pissed off. Like, Kenny, stop. That was the ugliest coaching, the biggest choke. Like, what are you doing? Dumbass basketball. Oh, yeah, they were. What is that? Hey, by the way, while that's all going on, Marlins get another win, is what he just talked about in his update. 8-0. Now they're scoring. They're not only getting good pitching, they're scoring a lot of runs. Otto Lopez. I know it's probably not going to happen because he's not going to get enough votes. Otto Lopez should be the starting shortstop in the All-Star game. He should. When they do one of the All-Star games, it stayed to its purest to this day, where it still is played the normal way and guys try to play to win. One of the few games that we still see it. Otto Lopez should be the starting shortstop. 2 hits, 2 RBI. He got 2 or 3 hits every night. It's incredible. What's that now? 91 hits on the season. He got about another week from being at halfway to 200 here with a lot of baseball. He has been unbelievable. Drives in a couple of runs. They hit a couple of home runs last night. So really good stuff. They got the 110 start, as Woody mentioned, going for the sweep. They've won 7 of 8, and they're flirting once again to getting back to 500. Boy, we've seen this for 2 years now with this group, man. Anyway, we got that. And we got a big signing. The Dolphins get a big signing done. We'll have that for you as well and get you caught up with some of that. A lot of stuff going on here. The World Cup is starting. Actually, the only time I'm crazy about soccer is officially starts today and especially tomorrow with USA playing tomorrow. We'll have all that stuff for you coming up here, so don't go away. More sound after the game from everybody that was there covering the game nationally last night. We'll hear from some of the big guys in just a few minutes. If you're looking for a truck that's built for Florida work or Florida fun in the sun, head to your local South Florida Chevy dealers and check out the incredible Chevy lineup. If a rugged midsize truck is what you're looking for, Chevy Colorado is where capable meets comfortable. From the Colorado Custom to the ZR2, it's got the right tools to exceed your expectations or turn things up a notch with a Chevy Silverado. From the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV, with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices, Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. Or step up to the hardworking capability of two of my favorite trucks, the Chevy Silverado HD, with everything you need, and of course, the Chevy Silverado HD High Country. Boy, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. We got one. Still one to get the family around and have fun on the weekends. So for the best of Florida lifestyle, Chevy's got a Florida truck for you. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Together, let's drive.
.com. It is 70 degrees at the moment and 5% chance of rain. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
We saw the dumbest basketball team in the history of civilization.
Oh, wow.
We saw they had a 25-point lead, took eight straight threes. Like, they thought to get, like, that was some of the most mismanaged, stupid basketball. Hey, when you blow a 29-point lead, the other team has to help you. The San Antonio Spurs helped the New York Knicks win this game by doing some of the stupid-ass stuff I've ever seen on a basketball court. Congratulations to the Knicks for coming back, but Chuck, I agree with you. They played terrible basketball. They got comfortable. They got comfortable with the league. They was already talking about, going back to San Antonio. They just didn't play smart. And, you never know what a champion is until you become a champion. But tonight, the Knicks, they fought like a champion. They did.
Listen, we're sitting back there in the third quarter, and Shaq goes, yo, these guys got to put them away right now. Second quarter, they got to put them away right now. They start letting them make the run towards the end of the second quarter. The Knicks kept fighting. They go back 26, cut it to 19. They got back in that third quarter. Once they cut it to 12, this game was a wrap.
But Trey, when they had the 25-point lead, they shot 8 threes in a row, never even came close to using any time on the clock. And you're like, this game ain't over yet.
Live with that 3, die with the 3, man. And there is something to be said about playoff experience. And wow, you heard from all of them, Charles Barkley and the team there last night. And there were a lot of thoughts and a lot of people talking about the big choke, and others talking about the clutch play of a couple of New York Knicks players on the big comeback after being down 29 points. Early in the third quarter, 29 points, and then the Knicks go on to outscore in the second half of that game, San Antonio 58-30. Just incredible, and you heard all the things, and they were sprinting up and down the court, shooting threes. They were 3 for 17 in the second half, and not running the clock down, and trying to chew up some time. Coaching and execution was not good. You got a young coach taking over for Coach Pop there. Nothing against him, but he hasn't been in these he hadn't sat in the main seat on a team for something like this either. And I always say, man, something to be said. And then on top of that, man, you're playing a Madison Square Garden. You're just, if your team gets on a run and you're trying to stop it, probably Madison Square Garden's not the number one place you'd pick if you're on the road trying to stop the bleeding like last night. We say good morning to everybody, man. Hope everybody out there is a little tired, stayed up late, and then when you get a game, oh, poor Knicks fans that live here, all the New Yorkers that still have Knicks blood in them, boy, they must be wiped out. But a good wiped out as they're getting up going to work, because if you're like the fans there, nobody left after the game. Everybody wanted to stay around, and everybody's looking at everybody else. And I think the reaction was, besides Knicks fans going, our team won, man, we're up 3-1, is, what the hell just happened? Because no matter who you are, if you're a sports fan, you were saying, almost all of them, there might be a few of you go, I always thought we would come back and win. No, because when you're down 29, you lose. You lose 99.9% of the time. It's never happened before. Never happened before in the NBA. What happened in the playoffs last night. So
wonder what those numbers are going to look like in the fourth quarter. Little viewership numbers.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. You know what? That's an interesting
Game
one.
3, by the way, they put it out overnight at almost 24.
Oh, it went 24. I said it'd go 20. It went 24 million.
Yeah, it peaked at 26. What do you think this one peaked at? Jeez,
well, I
man.
got to tell you, I saw the views overnight on YouTube, and they're
the problem is, I mean, how many people
unbelievable.
turned this game off? It was like 70-something to 40-something at a point in that game, and you're like, it's just that's just too big of a hole. But
I've been involved with one of those where I was at an event and I got back in time. Never happens. Got back in time to do the show in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to share this with you because it happened in New York. Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the year, but some of you getting up early this morning remember. Now listen, it was a Monday Night Football game, not a championship series. So I'm not putting them together. But the only time I've been through it, and so the Dolphins were killing the Jets. I mean, pounding them. And then all of a sudden, the big comeback in the third quarter, and they come all the way back and they win the game, right? And so I'm not thinking much of it, except this is one of the greatest collapses I've ever seen. I remember with Jason Taylor, who's a good friend, and walking, and he's pissed. I mean, this is a huge collapse against your number one rival. Just a huge collapse back then. And so I get on, and I get here in time to do the show in the morning, right? So I come in and said, what a choke. And I couldn't believe the amount of people in the morning. They're going, I turned it off. I can't believe it. It's late. It's late Monday night football game. We turned it off. We thought it was over. You're telling, and I couldn't believe the amount of people, both Jets fans and Dolphin fans, that turned the game off, that didn't know. And some of you might be listening to us right now. Remember that game? That's when their tackle caught a touchdown in the back of the end zone. It was, I don't know what year it was, because I've been here doing this so damn long. But yeah, man, I was up there, and we're coming home, and I go, this is unbelievable. Hell, I was down on the field. I thought it was going to be the ball game, and it was like this. So yeah, I wonder how many people. The good news about today, you can get up early in the morning, and you can go watch everything. You won't miss anything. With the game is all set up, and you can watch every friggin' play. You can watch introductions. They'll show you every movie star, actress, the whole gang right across. Entertainers of any field, they were all there last night. And it was a great, great atmosphere for everybody. Said it might lose a little bit because now they know there's going to be another game no matter what happens. They're going to be going to San Antonio.
Is it coming back to New York?
No.
Is that it? They're cooked, right?
We saw what happened with the Cavs after they blew that 22-point lead, and they actually had some experience on that. I don't know. We'll see.
We've seen franchises get destroyed by losses like this, man.
I do, but that San Antonio team, look at
I know
man,
they're young. I know, but
that team could be in the old days. That would have been the best college basketball team. They were so young. That would have been the best college basketball team. That would have been a bunch of sophomores, juniors, and seniors, right?
By the way, I think Shaq's analysis was as spot on as there could be. They took their foot off the gas in a major way, man. You could tell they were just playing like this was some regular season. They're running up, just hoisting threes and turning the ball over. They stopped playing for some reason.
I'm guessing, and they came out with so much confidence. And and by the way, anybody that was shooting it was making threes to start that game. I mean, they were. And you're like, and it got a little chippy there in the first half. But besides all that stuff, I just 29-point lead. And you're in the finals after. And by the way, you had some great games to come back and beat Oklahoma City, who's a world champs. And I thought, I'm going to give San Antonio the credit. They've been through the West with Oklahoma City and a really good basketball team and a couple really good players. And I just did not see that kind of collapse. Well, you may never see it again, to be honest. And so there's a lot of different parts. And again, today, you're going to hear the great chokers, and it was a choke and terrible coaching.
It can be both, though, right?
Yeah, it was a combination of both. But you got to give Brunson and Anunoby some credit because they were both. They combined for 69 points, and they hit a lot of big shots.
They did. Brunson always does. Finally missed one at the end, but his guy was there for the cleanup. Poor Jason on our chat here. Joe turned it off.
Anunoby, yeah. Well, listen.
There's going to be a lot of those people this morning. Was it the Ray Allen game, right? That was the one here where people were leaving?
Yeah.
And they got locked out of the arena, right? Because there's no re-entry.
I was standing down there putting the tape down for the presentation. They were putting the tape down for the presentation.
They had roped off the court,
The trophy was standing right next to us in the tunnel. And the guys with the white gloves were there from the NBA. And I went, oh, boy.
That was the game people were trying to get back in, right?
Yes.
They left, and they were trying to get back in. They just said they wouldn't let people back.
Hey, man, it's human nature. Fans, there's always going to be a group of fans trying to get out early. If they go, as soon as somebody goes, we're going to lose. We'll come back for the next one if we have one.
It's a late night, bro. Remember those games used to tip at 9:15?
Yeah, they were. They
beat that Miami traffic home.
I will tell you, though,
worth it.
OG and the two plays he makes at the end of the game. And by the way, he's known as a great defensive player too. the block on DeAndre Fox, whether DeAndre Fox should have never tried to make the layup. He was ahead of everybody and thought he was going to lay it in. And he comes back and blocks it, and then he goes down the other end and finishes it off. Just takes off sprinting, shots taken, and he never stops. He treated it like he was going to miss the whole time, goes up and taps it in with a second left. Two of the great plays you'll see. Two of the great plays at both ends of the court you'll ever see in the last 15 seconds. 15 seconds, Woody, of the game? 15, 16, 17 seconds of the game. That will go down. That put that play right there at the top when they talk about great moments in the history of this Knicks team, what he did. And I know we're starting to bring history together and who's the greatest player, and they were doing the Brunson things, the greatest player of all time, and people are going, wait a second, Willis Reed's really good, and Clyde the Glide, Frazier's great. Come on, what are you talking about? But man, what a game. What a friggin' game. Hey, we got to go to break here. We do have a lot more stuff to get to, and I tease you because the Dolphins, they got one done. We talked about an all-pro center and an all-pro linebacker. Aaron Brewer's contract is done. 3-year, $52 million, $37 million guaranteed. So the key to the offensive line is back, your center. Well, I'll tell you what, nobody's happier than that left guard to go, hey, man, Aaron, sure glad to see you back, brother. And now, hopefully, they can get Jordan Brooks' situation, get his contract done as well, and get off and running. But they got one of the two done for a happy camp coming up, for a very, very happy camp. Hey, we got to go to break. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning as we continue on. I do want to take a second here early in the morning to talk to you about Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah. I know they've been staying up late, but not just watching basketball games, but also working on cases like yours, especially if you've been in a slip and fall, automobile accident, motorcycle accident. Hey, you've been injured and you're hurting and you're not happy about it. You're trying to find a perfect law firm that's going to give you the time and effort that you deserve because you're the one that's in pain. Well, that's why I want to tell you about Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah, the partners of Cohn and Judah, injury law firm, personal injury attorneys. Hey, man, these guys, I told them, and I meet with them, and I think the world of them. And when you get to know somebody, and when I really say, man, you got to use them. Look, if you're going through something right now and you're not happy where you are and you end up going with a different law firm and you just don't feel like you're very important, like you're not a priority for whatever reason, either the guy in the commercials has nothing to do with you and you haven't even met him yet, and they did the handoff attorney thing, and you now realize you're one of about 300 cases that one attorney's working on at the same time. If you want to get back to being a priority and getting great results and having communication with your attorney, who happens to also be on the law firm, I'm talking about guys who will handle your case from start to finish, more than 30 years of experience, big enough to go to trial, get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back even on a weekend. Go to CohenandJudah.com, read the reviews. I just tell everybody I could read them all to you, but I want you to read the reviews. It's a great way to go. Go to CohenandJudah.com. People love the way they do their business. 866 fair fee. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hire them to do. That's Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah. They win 8-0 last night.
You know what today is?
Otto Lopez.
Senior day, Joe.
Yeah, it's a big day for me. Big day for me, man. Yeah. Anyway, hey, good stuff going on. Casey Stowers both have home runs last night. Yeah, and it is get in today on the what is it, 65 or older?
Yeah, 65 and older, 2 complimentary.
Yeah, like I'd have done
tickets.
this a few years ago, and I've been good. And my partner's about ready. Oh, I better not say that. My partner.
Who's your partner?
My wife might be able to.
Oh, I don't think she would like that.
No, she doesn't want to hear that coming up. She's not there yet, but she's getting.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
Nah, you stopped me. You saved me.
We're going tennis partner.
No, I'm not doing that.
You're talking about Bo or someone like that. You know?
Hey, man, that's great. So they're going for the sweep today. I call it lunch with the Marlins if you want to get out there. And so, hey, besides that, now that the kids are out of school and you got some more time, we call it weatherproof too. As you know, we got a top on the stadium at Lone Depot Park, June 19th through the 21st, as the Fighting Fish take on the Giants, San Francisco Giants, a team I grew up with. First, join us honoring Juneteenth with a special South Florida Black Legacy celebration. And don't miss Flanagan's Fest and Toy Story 5. Is that a big one, Woody? Toy Story 5 Day.
Very big in my household, yes.
Okay, featuring exclusive merchandise.
You know Toy Story.
No, I don't.
You know the characters in Toy Story. Come on.
I got a lecture on Mario and all his buddies the other day, and I didn't know. I know who Mario is, but I didn't know all the.
I don't know his brother's name?
I didn't know. No, I don't know any of that stuff. Okay.
His brother's Luigi.
Hey, Woody, you live with
You
it
know
every
the
day.
Toy Story characters, Joe.
I don't.
Buzz Lightyear.
I know that.
And then do you know who Tom Hanks' character is?
No.
His name is Woody.
No.
Woody.
What's
his name?
When I went to Disney World last time, I saw their
Toy Story Land.
Toy Story Land. I went there and I saw
No, it's at Disney.
Yeah. I wasn't sure which part.
Hollywood Studios.
All right, so great. You're up on the kid stuff. Don't miss Flanagan's Fest and Toy Story 5 Day featuring exclusive merchandise, epic giveaways, plus food and drink deals for the whole family. Get your tickets now at marlins.com/tickets. Woody, you can't get on me, man, for not knowing something.
No, I just was curious if you knew because the character's name is Woody.
So
I didn't know if you knew that or not.
No, you're the only Woody in my life. And so when I go to my son, I get my 2 grandsons are into it, and so they're telling me about all the characters, and they do the same thing. Like, Papa, you don't know who this is? And I go, no.
Papa's got to get up to date on this stuff.
And then
no more mob movies. You guys get the Disney app fired up, man.
They turn them on. They turn the movies on a little bit. And I start dozing off. And
that's a big one that's coming out.
Nah, I know.
The Star Wars thing was pretty popular.
You got me, Woody.
Big one. I know you don't like Star Wars either. Have you seen this, by the way? This Pizza Saturdays that the Marlins are doing?
No.
I know you're big on that 4 for $44, but this is a
I think 4 for $44 is the greatest deal they've ever put together. It's been around.
You might
for
like
a few
this
years.
one though, Joe. This
What
is
is
right up your alley here. For $65, you get 4 tickets, 1 large pizza cut into 8 slices, and 4 drinks. And those drinks can be a 12-ounce Cervecera La Tropical beer.
Okay, so you get a beer, cold beer. All right.
So there you go. Or sodas or waters, but I know you're a beer guy, so
okay.
Thought I'd throw that promotion at you too. That's on Saturdays.
All right, good, man. Woody, they got a lot of stuff, man. Marlins, I'll tell you what, the promotional team for the Marlins is always in first place. We can agree on that. They do a great job put together.
Except they got to make their way down here.
Yeah,
they keep stopping at the promotions, guys.
They're getting stuck somewhere between Power 96 and Kiss Country and have not made it down to us, Woody. They don't know that we have little kids too. In my case, grandkids. In your case, little guys. That
they got to bring the Toy Story stuff for us.
For you.
See who? No, you got to get it for the grandkids, man.
I'll give you all my stuff.
You bring them a little Woody, a Buzz Lightyear. No. They'll love that, man.
All right. Hey, listen, we were talking before we get back to Knicks stuff here a little bit later on here, but we have, man, I was just glad to see the Brewer deal get done. I didn't know where they were on money. We do always laugh and say if you want to get somebody's contract done, no matter what, you can find a way to do it. But that's money well spent because the center position, ask the Raiders, who just overspent like a madman because they wanted to make sure the rookie quarterback going to have a chance. It's an important position, man. Make the calls. He was such a key blocker for Achane last year, getting out in front of screens and outside runs. Aaron Brewer has been getting out wide, one of the best I've ever seen, and the blocks he makes in open field. Just incredible. play after play last year. Jimmy talked about how good he was and getting out in front. So anyway, he gets the contract done. I believe it's going to make him the third highest paid center in football. Got his $37 million, and we had him on here 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I'm sure Caden Proctor, the left guard, the first pick, is pumped up, and Paul next to him, the left side of that offensive line, should be real special. So we got Brooks, who's under contract but wants a new one. We know that. He led the league in tackles last year. Also a very strong position with Brooks, Dotson, and Rodriguez, who you drafted in the second round with that 43rd pick. So we've got that. And we got some other stuff going on. Did you see Patrick Mahomes' contract, by the way? And if you're going to give it to somebody, I think if you're looking to make somebody the highest paid guy in football, knowing how important that position is, and what he's done for that organization already. So Patrick Mahomes, quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, reworked his contract. And if I read it right, Woody, there's got to be something wrong. Did I see from 2026 to 2033? These are his years in the 30s, by the way. He's looking at $504 million.
Yeah, so you did read it right. The first 4 years are guaranteed at signing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, like with Patrick Mahomes, they just probably are. They're like, here's a contract form. You just fill in the numbers, whatever it is you need, and we'll just pay it. But I guess there's not a lot of negotiating there, right?
They hit on. Listen, he has been. He's what you want, right? I mean, seriously,
yes.
not on. And I know you think I'm talking about Super Bowls and how he's played and MVPs and a lot of people think he's the second best quarterback of all time already.
I think, to be honest, the way he holds himself, the way he carries himself, the amount of crap that guy deals with.
Yeah, you mean even
his
at home?
His dad, I think, has been arrested at every Super Bowl.
No, his dad and his brother have been
knuckleheads. His brother's got all kinds of problems.
Complete knucklehead.
His wife has been involved in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but her stuff.
Her stuff is relatively harmless, but still, she's still involved in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring that up, though. You were right on the
She
first
was the one.
two.
What was she the one spraying champagne on like fans at a game or something from a suite?
I got news for you, Woody. Today's wives, sports wives, they're not.
No, I know they're not as. Yeah,
they're not like they used to be. They're getting out there now, and so.
But he's dealt with it all, man, and he doesn't, flinch. Doesn't bother him.
But he's just such off season and just the way he handles himself and Kansas City guy. I mean, that's a face, man.
He heals quickly too, which is good.
Every billboard, the players respect him. The way he plays, how he plays in big games, how he plays when you don't get him any receivers, and he still finds a way to. Yeah, we've seen it up close, man. We have seen it up close. And
where does he rank for you? Most talented quarterback you've ever seen? I mean, for me,
well, wait a second.
Guy does a lot of stuff that
I know, but you can't do most talented. You just got to do greatest quarterback.
Okay, you're just gonna go greatest
because there's been a whole bunch of really talented quarterbacks. My roommate's as talented as anybody.
He is, but this guy does stuff physically that not a lot of guys can do.
Those
throws when he's getting tackled and he finds ways to heave it downfield.
If you're doing most talented. It just that's a different cat.
Okay.
Like Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yes.
Numbers
no one's going to debate
and
that
championships.
At this moment. That could change.
And everybody always wants to go, but he's not the greatest pure passer. He's not the most athletic. He's not this. He's not that. And I'm like, look at man.
They're probably right about a lot of that stuff, but you can't argue with wins.
I got guys that still try to do that with Jerry Rice. We got some guys that live here in town that are former receivers that won't say Jerry Rice the greatest receiver, and it's not even close. Yes, he is. And I know Randy
not
Moss
the most talented, but
again, same situation. I know Randy Moss could run faster than Jerry Rice.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nobody talking about. All I know is I watch all the Super Bowls and all the big games, and Jerry Rice has 12 catches for 240 yards, and
that's why they'll have sports talk shows till the end of time, so people can debate these things, man.
That's true. But there's two categories because I've been in the middle of these and, I defend this guy and I defend that guy and I defend old guys and all that stuff. And I'm not trying to do that. But there are two groups. Like, I agree. Tom Brady's not the most talented, gifted guy of all time.
If you had to take a guy to win one game, I think you'd go Brady, wouldn't you?
I mean,
it always seemed to break it for him, just no matter what it was. We're talking about that Falcons thing this morning.
By the way,
always seems to break right for him.
don't break right. He does it right.
Yeah.
He had to do everything right in that last quarter and a half.
And they had to do everything wrong.
And they had to do everything wrong.
Yeah.
It was a little bit like last night. It was a great example that you.
Mahomes does something every postseason, though, I feel like, and we're like, wow, I've never seen anything like that before. There's always a play or two, right?
I think now that we've watched Mahomes now for a long period of time, and if you want to put him second all time, I get it. A lot of people do. I know some quarterbacks are really good, think he might be the second greatest quarterback of all time. But then he gets in the playoffs and he goes, all right, guys, I'm going to start running again now. I know I didn't run much during the year, but now it's playoff time and we need to win. And by the way, he seems like he's in a lot of close games. They've had the really good defense, and sometimes they've been very limited in recent years offensively.
And he's had to beat so many good teams, too, out of the AFC.
So,
right? All those teams he plays in those great playoff games.
I would just say, getting back to this original thing before you start going into everything else, if there's a guy that deserves it on and off the field, and I thought the same thing you did. He's got a brother and a father that, he even handles that great. I mean, he doesn't sit and trash him. He just, I'm sure behind the scenes, Pat goes, hey, enough's enough, and probably his mother has to get involved and take care of that. But hey, man, we got to go to break. 7:00 hours coming up here. Dave Hyde. I started to say Sun Sentinel. I'm so used to saying Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel. So it's been 2 days now, and gave him yesterday off. And but I have to have him on, man. I did not know it was public when he told me a couple of days ago. I didn't realize, and I'm not a social media guy, so that makes me, I guess it was out after I figured out after everybody's brother started sending me a text about what happened. So we'll talk to Dave.
It's a rough place out there on social media. It's all right that you're not there. To be quite honest, it's actually good to not be there.
Well, I'll tell you,
rough place out there, man.
Last night,
you had a lot of people last night that they're starting to quote, get all the tweets together of everyone who was like, oh, what, these idiots spent all that money to go to this game, and all that kind of stuff. And
they left. They were
a lot of people. Hey, man, that's the problem. If you go on Twitter mid-game, people, they don't realize.
How about all the people early on that were complaining about officiating?
Yeah, but
second game in a row, we're getting
you
screwed.
Play in 4 quarters in these games, man.
Hey,
I don't think the Spurs realized you play 4 quarters.
I'm guessing there's not a Knicks fan that stayed around that's talking about officiating the way that game started. All they're talking about is what happened in the second half that had them in I call it fan shock. That was fan shock. Whether you were a movie star or you were sitting upper deck, you could not believe it. And you looked at the one sitting next to you, whether it's a buddy or a member of the family, and you said, we'll never see anything. I can't believe what we just saw. And second thing is, it will never happen again. And you might be right. You might be right. Hey, by the way, we got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning. We're just getting going. Want to let you know a couple of things here. First of all, it's coming up June 14th. I do want to tell you, people do a great job. And guys, taking care, working your butt off, taking care of your family and your life. But when it comes to handling your own health, why is it we go, I haven't had a physical? Go ask your buddies if you're my age. Hey, when's the last time you had physical? I haven't been because I feel good. Been years. Boy, is that old school. On June 14th, join Baptist Health at the Men's Health Summit in Doral. This is the greatest thing they put together years ago now. Screening, expert advice, real conversations that matter. Enjoy food, grooming, screenings, by the way, prizes, and connect with men taking control of their health. No excuses, no guesswork, just action. Register now for the Baptist Health Men's Health Summit in Doral. It's June 14th. Visit baptisthealth.net/Zotime. When you get some Zotime with Alonzo Mourning, you'll understand about health and what he's done turning his life around after everything that he's been through. So make sure you get out there. It is great. It's fantastic. You can bring your kids with you. And while we're at it, I do want to tell you about Baptist Health South Florida and their sports medicine program. Just happens to tie in together. I do want to say, though, that it's one of the top sports medicine programs in the country. People ask me all the time, where do the pros go? I go, enter Miami, the Heat, the Florida Panthers, the Miami Dolphins. They all trust those great doctors. To be a top sports medicine program, you have to have a bunch of top specialists, and they do from around the country for every part of the body: knee, shoulder, foot and ankle, back, hip and knee replacement, Achilles. I can go on and on with the specialists. 3 great facilities. Hey, the next time you get injured, They don't just take care of high school, college, and professional athletes. They take care of all of us here in South Florida. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho today.
home of the two-time World Series winner, Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little Solcito, and when we want a low price, you save their Pricito. Save now your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Starting in the NBA, where the Knicks completed the biggest comeback in finals history, erasing a 29-point deficit to beat the Spurs 107-106. New York will have a chance to close out the series in Game 5 on Saturday night. Over to the Marlins, who shut out the D-backs 8-0. Miami will go for the sweep today with the first pitch at 1:10 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game on 5:60 a.m. To the Dolphins, who announced a 3-year, $52.5 million extension for center Aaron Brewer, with $37 million of that in guarantees. On the ice, the Hurricanes will host the Golden Knights in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, with the series tied at 2. Puck drops at 8, and today the World Cup begins with matches at 3 o'clock and 10 o'clock. The USA will play tomorrow night against Paraguay. Joe, if people are just waking up, that's not a lie there. The Knicks won that game.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking to take the old TV shortcut, and I do it too, by the way, I'm raising my hand when a game looks like it's going to be a blowout, and I got to get up early like a lot of you, and I'll turn it off. And from time to time, it does happen, but not like last night. I know what you're thinking. When it's 81-52 with 9 minutes and change left in the third quarter, you're going, we got no shot. Basically down 30 points. This game's over. You turn it off. You're pissed off, going to bed. Or are you just a fan and going, I'll get ready for Game 5 in San Antonio over the weekend. And they come back. Oh, they did. 3 of 17 in the second half, San Antonio on 3-point shots, just to give you an idea. Poor coaching. You would have thought San Antonio was the one that was down 29, the way they were hurrying up shots. And I don't know if they were trying to make it a 50-point game or what, but they got stupid. And then at the end, their center, Wemby, misses back-to-back free throws, huge. And then De'Aaron Fox misses. First of all, he gets a shot blocked instead of just dribbling down. You're up 1, dribble down, run out as much clock as you can. They're going to foul you and make 2 free throws. You're a 75% free throw shooter. Make both free throws. It's a 3-point game. And there's not very much time left because you can dribble around. You dribble underneath the basket and look like you're going in for the layup, and then you keep and force somebody to foul you. Want to run the clock out, but you're in a much better situation. Make both free throws. Hey, by the way, he's been a clutch guy. He's been the clutch player of the NBA, meaning he hits big shots late in games. And he took a stupid pill on that one. And then he's also getting blamed for not blocking out Anunoby at the end of the game, who runs in full speed as Brunson shooting a jumper. He takes off, times everything perfectly, gets to his highest point, and tips that ball in with a second left. I mean, everything's got to be right. Look at the bounce was right, you're right, and the whole thing going up. And you look at San Antonio and Wemby standing outside with Brunson, and now all your other guys are kind of watching to see who's going to get the rebound, and Nobi just goes over the top of everybody. Just a great play. Great play, man. You can just put that right at the top of the Knicks highlights of all time now if they go on and win this thing, which they should now, up 3-1. Hey, by the way, besides all that, we'll have some more sound, and we'll hear from some of the characters from last night. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're getting ready for those of you like the World Cup. It's ready to start up. Matter of fact, the United States plays tomorrow, and we'll get into that. I got to get back to one other thing, and the story's basically, I don't want to get carried away on the story, and the Texas Tech AD came out, who we know if you've been down here, and I had to deal with him, Kirby Hocutt. And honestly, shut up. Seriously. So without getting,
so you're not a fan. I mean, you said you had to deal with them.
I wasn't a fan when he was here.
Okay.
So which ends up happening usually with most of my relationships.
Okay.
So he says, now he knows he's got everybody. He had to sit in on those meetings, and he listened to all the other ADs just at Big 12, just blast what they're doing. They weren't blaming him because it wasn't just him. But now he's the front guy. This situation is hard. It is a new situation. There's no perfect answer. And our role is to support his recovery. So now they're hitting the mental health thing. Sorsby has committed to a comprehensive clinical and compliance structure. So we're really going to watch this guy and keep an eye. And we're looking out for his health, number one. I wish they'd just come out. I mean, this is all. I go through this whole thing. This is a bunch of S. This is a bunch of crap.
I think you were right with shut up. Like, there was no reason to put that. I think he hit him with if this was my son in there somewhere.
Yeah,
too.
he did the son. I didn't have time to do that. He did this was my son. And whether people like it or not, it is our job to look out for the health of our student athletes first. And we know you don't understand that. I would ask Kirby Hocutt if it was a walk-on or a guy running down on that you're looking to probably
– you know the answer to that.
That you hope will transfer next year because he ended up not being very good. I want to see you make sure you treat and his gambling addiction and all the things he's been through. And listen, man, Kirby, you just kind of put on the back burners. He broke the number one rule in sports. And that is he gambled on his team over and over and over. So we can talk about his gambling addiction. I get it. We take it seriously. I get it. You got him 35 days of rehab. He's going to be on a program. And by the way, he goes on to say, we're going to be watching him to see how he does before we let him return. No, you're not. He's going to miss the first two games, and he's going to be back for that game. I believe it's Houston at home in week 3. But don't lay
I'm guessing he's shutting the gambling apps down for now. But
Kirby, it was one of the weakest. You tried the father thing.
Why did he send that out? Why did he feel that they already sent out a statement the other day?
He felt after listening to all and respects what everybody feels about this.
Yeah, sure.
You pulled out that father stuff, Kirby. You are a fraud and you are a complete phony.
So I read an interesting theory about this yesterday, Joe. And they were basically saying like Texas Tech probably had expected any reasonable judge would say you can't play, right? But now that the judge rules in this guy's favor, Texas Tech is in a bad spot. Because what can they do? Like, they can't turn your back on the kid and throw him off the team. Or you're going to have, that's obviously going to negatively affect recruiting, right? Because they go, oh, you won't stand by your guy?
You got to step back.
But I'm guessing they thought the judge was going to take care of this because any reasonable judge would be like, no, you can't bet on your own games. You're ineligible.
So let's step back again. They're paying him $6 million. They're paying him $6 million because he's one of the best. That's not – the NFL says it. They already know who the good ones are potentially for next year. And what is expected again – except for all the guys ran back to college and making it even stronger. This quarterback class coming out this year is supposed to be a really strong one, and he was one of the names mentioned. And just come out and say, man, he gives us the best chance to get to the playoffs. That's all.
How does this end, though? Like, I see all the teams in the conference are like, we can throw them out, or we can stop playing them, or we can make them ineligible.
But don't say we put our students first.
Oh. They did, Joe.
You put really good quarterbacks first. And
they're helping him heal.
And then I got media guys telling me, oh, a lot of schools would do the same thing and play him. It's big business. I don't know
about that.
I don't know because nobody else is in that situation. But I know, man. I mean, that was Pete Rose-ish.
You still think he plays?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think more and more that I guess the schools that statement was so weird, but
I'm done. I just
doesn't seem like they're going to cave.
I just like Kirby. Kirby, just you got your big $1 billion booster that's yapping his mouth. You got the president and the school sending out whoever does that, head of communications, and sent on behalf of Texas Tech. You didn't need to say anything. Just take your. Don't try to defend it with the other guys after they're sitting there ripping you and say they don't want to play you and all that stuff. I know, and I know he's smart because the Texas Tech's already said they're all going to play us. all this talk about the Big 12 schools aren't going to play us. They're going to play us. They're not going to lose money in the name of money. They're not going to forfeit a game because we refuse to play Texas Tech. Everybody knows Texas Tech came out and said, their booster said, hey, it's a Wild West, man. You guys don't have any rules. We don't want to hear anything. Our gambling quarterback is going to play. And I'm going to make sure he gets his $6 million, jerkies. I don't know if he said jerkies, but it sounded good. All right. Hey, we've got a lot more stuff to get to. The late, boy, we got so much stuff to get to here, man. Never too late to talk about that game from last night. But we got Dave Hyde. We got to take a break and talk to one of the great writers, one of the great sports writers, and a good friend, Dave Hyde, who is no longer with the Sun Sentinel. He's going to join us when we come back. Kind of awkward to say, right, Woody? It's kind of just the whole thing is just to think that this is over. And he's fine. Don't worry. A lot of you called me last night. How's Dave doing? Is he okay? What happened? And as head of communications for the Dave Hyde Foundation, he's fine. He's doing just fine. And he's okay. Dave Hyde is okay. But right now, let's talk about Atlantic Men's Clinic. I did hey, Dave, you need some help with Atlantic Men's Clinic. We'll get that ED and low T thing taken care of. Don't worry about that, my friend. Whether it's your energy level's not where it is, although Dave Hyde's really active, man. That guy's down fishing and enjoys the ocean, and he stays active, going on walks every morning with the dog. Good morning, Dave. Hey, if you're going through energy level problems right now, low T, ED, sex drive is gone. Oh, boy, I had both. I had maxed out both. I was so tired. I couldn't keep my eyes awake. I was coming in here. I was dragging every day. Even when I sleep, I wasn't sleeping that well. And ED, yeah, I had full-blown. Not a little bit, not hit and miss. I had the bad stuff like, I don't know what's wrong, honey. It's not you, though. And, boy, you go through that. Finally, I was like, there's got to be something I can do. Atlantic Men's Clinic, boy. Best thing I ever did was go to Atlantic Men's Clinic, set up that first appointment, the PSA test. I met with that professional staff. They put me on a program after they looked at the numbers. Like, ooh, these numbers are bad. We're not surprised. But I got to tell you, man, I feel so much better. And it happened quickly. 2 years and 2 months ago, almost 3 months, Atlantic Men's Clinic put me on the program. I got great results, and I want to share with every guy out there as you get into your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you're starting to slow down and noticing something ain't working like it used to in the bedroom. With 7 locations, you can't go wrong. Brand new location in Hollywood. I go to Plantation. Call them today, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Atlantic Men's Clinic is unbelievable. You'll get great results, and you will enjoy your vacation coming up this summer.
Joe, it is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale. One location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com.
All I'm going to say is don't let this change our relationship. Dave Hyde in the morning from the Sun Sentinel joins us this morning. Dave, how you doing, man?
Joe, I'll still be listening to you when I'm walking my dog, That's our relationship.
Well,
you talk, I listen.
Here's the problem. I can't steal any of your stuff, though, when you write a column and have it for a topic. You're really screwing me that way,
And vice versa. I'm off the stage now, so I can't listen to you. Oh, that's a good column.
Hey, Dave. So I have a little fun about the fact that 36 years and it's done. But yeah, man, I just curious. Obviously, I didn't want to bug you yesterday after talking to you the night before. After being there 36 years, man, what's the first couple of days like? I think all of us, as we get older and we know what's coming, what's it been like so far? How have you done?
Yeah, it's been a little weird. It's been, to be honest, it's been I feel like I'm attending my own funeral in a way because of all the people who've reached out to me from, readers, PR people, coaches, players, people I expected. So that's been nice. And I want to thank everybody for that. It's been great in that regard. It's weird. I spent a career at times writing so-and-so needs to go. Now I'm the one gone. And it's a little bit odd.
Yeah, no. Listen, man, what you've done, and hey, listen, you're the guy that gave the opinion. Now everybody's got one, right? Now every guy out there, and by the way, everybody on social media talking about that great collapse last night by San Antonio, or the great comeback by the Knicks.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, watching that last night after knowing you don't have to write anything about it or match it in with something going on to South Florida, I was thinking about you, especially for your Sunday column that's so good every Sunday for the last 36 years.
Yeah, it's that's going to be an adjustment probably. I'm kind of curious how I'll handle all that if I just drop it or I'll watch things thinking, I would have written this or that. But seriously, I'm one of the lucky ones. I almost made it to the finish line. I'm 65 next month. There's so many people in my profession who in the last couple of decades, the Sun Sentinel at its height had 29 people in the sports department when I was there, and we were one of the best in the country. Now it's down to 8. It's down to 4 writers. You can't cover something with 4 writers, and so it's been rough on everybody in the news, and that's not just the Sun. That's across the country. Okay, that's what's gone on in the newspaper business.
Yeah. I still get it on Sunday, though. I still let the big fat paper. I hear it. I go out and get it. And my wife goes, "Why are you doing that? You're on the internet all day. Why are you doing it?" And go, "You got this. We're paying for the Sun Sentinel service. Why are you getting the pay?" I go, "I just got to get it. I don't know. There might be something new. There might be a coupon in there or something I like to look at or something." So anyway.
Yeah, I used to say we should deliver coffee to anybody still ordering the hard copy.
That would be funny. You knock on the door one Sunday morning, go, "Before you read me, here's a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts."
It would have been a good promo.
Oh, Dave. Hey, you've seen everything over the last 36 years down here. God, I was thinking about it last night. When you talk about coaches, everybody from Jimmy Johnson and Shula and Riley to Paul Maurice and Spo now and Jimmy Leland and Jack McKeon, made every right decision in the playoffs, and he did some crazy-ass stuff, and starting pitchers were set-up guys, and he's just doing whatever to win. He's going to church every day, and the man is answering his prayers, and he was just on a roll. But you've seen all the great performances and teams and the individual players and all the personalities. Is there, through everything, I know you've been asked this a lot, and you've written all the books too, including some of the greatest guys to ever do it here in South Florida. You've done books and spent a lot of time with some of the guys I just mentioned, including Greasy and Dan Marino. But what kind of sticks out, Dave, as you look back, and I know you've been asked this already, that some of the real special moments?
Well, you mentioned McKeon going to church. I remember going to church with him. And
you did,
during the World Series, and he gets out of his big Cadillac. He's what was he, early 70s, and drives in a big Cadillac, gets out of the parking lot, and he's smoking a cigar at 7:45 in the morning. And he walks without missing a step. He puts the cigar on a ledge, on the church ledge, a little place to store it. It's still smoking. He goes in, quick mask, walks out without missing a step. He picks up the cigar and puts it in his mouth, and then goes on. So, just getting to know a lot of people, and what people don't understand about our business, because I get, you love ripping the teams. They're that's you're selling products. You're doing it for clicks. And what people don't understand is, in my business, in your business, winning sells. Losing doesn't sell. The Dolphins not making the playoffs or not winning a playoff game for 25 years is not good for my business. The Heat winning a title with the Big Three, or the Marlins winning, or the Panthers winning lately, that's good for business. And so that's one of the big things. I love being around excellence, and winning teams, and picking Bill Zito's mind, or Pat Riley, listening to Pat Riley talk, or getting to know Jimmy even better when we did the book, or the seven.
Oh man!
So that was the fun part of the business.
Yeah, no, you've just seen, like you said, you've seen all. Is there one team that kind of sticks out for you? One of the championships of all of them over the last 36 years down here? It's kind of weird. The team I probably got to know best was the '96 Panthers, because they were a bunch of pluggers, career, maybes, and nobody's nothing special. They were normal guys, and they had such a fun run, and it was brand new. It was brand new, and so off the top of my head, that would be, following the Big Three was like following a circus, like following the Beatles on tour. So that was different. But no, it's look, I'm not done. That's that is the one thing I feel like I'm laying in a career casket with petals on me. But there's still things I want to do, and I'm going to do. Well, you've done a bunch of books, as we just said. What do you think about doing another book? Find another character down here.
I have a couple books I've actually started and just haven't got through, and a couple other things out there that are in the works that if they come through, it'd be really a lot of fun and be interesting to do. So we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure what's going to go on.
All right. So what's the first thing? You're sitting there talking to wife, and I know you guys been going back and forth on this topic for months now. This is not something that just popped up. So people know you didn't get totally blindsided by this, because you and I have been talking about this for months, and both of us getting towards the end of the run here and things. So is there one vacation you and the wife have been talking about? I know she teaches maybe something for the summer. Let's go do something besides, head to the Keys. Well, what are you thinking?
No, I didn't. Joe, honestly, if I wanted to take a vacation in past years, I took it. So there isn't anything. And one of the great things about my job is I traveled a lot, especially when I was younger. 10 Olympics, Wimbledon, go down the list of things. And so, to be honest, I don't want to travel. I'm like done, and my wife wants to travel. And so that's sort of where we're at. So we'll see, which means, of course, we'll be traveling. But, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Hey, so I want everybody to know you will be with us. Matter of fact, we're going to be working together some in July. Woody's going to be out, and you're going to be in with me. So we're going to be able to do this whole thing. By the way, what did you think of that game last night? I never thought, honestly, I don't know if you stayed up and watched the whole thing or not, but 29-point lead in the third quarter, and you lose that game. And by the way, this after San Antonio had to come back and beat Oklahoma City the way they did. It's incredible what happened last night. What'd you think?
Yeah, I was going to go to bed at halftime, to be honest. I'll stay up. My issue is I never gave the Knicks enough credit, I guess, this whole year. Right through to this series, I thought San Antonio and Wemby would have their day. It's sort of like going back and looking at you walk up to a playground park, and there's a bunch of older guys who are smart players and tough, and going against a bunch of kids who are really talented, but they haven't had some hard lessons. And it looks like the Spurs are getting a hard lesson right now.
Yeah, boy, you're not kidding. That man, we'll be talking about that for
They're
a
gonna have
long,
to-
long
they're
time.
gonna
What
have to
took
run
place?
for the next several years, as long as they stay healthy. And but what a team New York has. That's a fun team.
Well, listen, Dave, we're gonna let you go, man. You take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon. I just wanted to get you on, man, and tell you, hey, appreciate everything you've done.
Sorry,
And,
Joe, I lost.
it's been great.
I got cut off from you too.
No,
It's,
I just wanted to thank you for everything, bud. And it's great having you.
Great.
I know a lot of people reached out to me yesterday and what happened and how's he doing and what's going on at the paper and stuff. And I said, man, Dave's fine. Dave's doing just fine.
I'm fine. I am fine. Yeah. No, it's kind of jarring to be told they don't need you anymore, especially when I wish they asked the question of what's best for the paper, not how do we not fire the fewest people. And I think that's what I got caught up in. And I get it. The people in charge have tough decisions to make.
Yeah.
But no, I'm fine. I almost made the finish line, and not many people can say that in my business anymore.
Well, hey, the days of somebody staying at the same company for 36 years, man,
Woo.
Dave, that's impressive in itself right there, my man. So thank you. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, we'll talk, Joe.
All right, Dave Hyde joining us this morning. Talk a little bit about early retirement here, and we got more stuff to get to. God, what a night. What an historic comeback for the Knicks. My God, there's so many parts to it. People will be talking about it. They already got up this morning. Some of you didn't know. Some of you did turn the TV off last night only to get up this morning. Find out the Knicks came all the way back after being down 29 points with 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Come all the way back. It did feel a little bit like Woody said this morning, and you're right, Woody. This felt a little bit like the Patriots coming back, about midway through the third, scored all those points, and everything had to go perfect for them to come all the way back and beat the Atlanta Falcons, who were just beating the crap out of them early in that game. All right, we got more stuff to get to here this morning. We'll get you caught up on everything as well, including Miami Dolphins taking care of one of their key guys, key veterans, getting a brand new contract. If you're just joining us this morning, we'll have more on that. Right now, I want to talk to you about a new They're not new. They're not new. They've been around a long time. President Melissa De Verona of Chill Zone Air Conditioning. It's a new way of doing things, though. I get the biggest frustration out of anybody I deal with. Number one by itself is always air conditioning companies. Never on time. People get frustrated. The service. I've had friends call me upset. Can you call them on your behalf? I go, no, I can't. Listen, man, I can't do that. Like, I get it. It's frustrating. I've had it happen. They tell you need a new air conditioning unit. You don't need a new air conditioning unit. They tell you they'll be out at a certain time. You don't hear from them till the end of the day that they'll be back. They got tied up. They'll be back tomorrow. Meanwhile, you wasted a full day. It's just the frustration of everything to do with air conditioning companies. It gets bad. And now it's hot again. It's going to start back up. And that's why I want to tell you about Chill Zone Air Conditioning. Chill Zone Air Conditioning. First of all, President Melissa De Verona is the president and owner of the company. She's been in the family for a while doing this. She wants to let you know she answers the phone. And she takes it and she makes sure the crews are there. She's on top of everything. You can always talk to her about an air conditioning unit, about the problem. I couldn't help her because I didn't know what the hell it was. And she had Michael come out. He was great this few days ago. And I mean, they were right on time, got it done. I called my wife. Everything's done. It was just such a good experience, man. So listen, call 786-378-2778. If you're ready to try a new air conditioning company, the next time you have an air conditioning problem, check it out. It's Chill Zone Air Conditioning. You go to chillzoneac.com. Stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning.
If it's going down, you know we on it. If it's going
Here's Hollywood.
All right, Woody, what do you have for us this morning?
All right, first things first, Joe. If people have not seen Larry David's reaction to the Josh Hart miss, the late layup, you got to check that. Just type in Larry David on Twitter and check out his reaction. He's a very accidentally funny person, but
he last night was for
his reaction to that miss though was just
star power was at
my goodness
at its finest last night for sure.
It was. So Barkley, Joe, we played a little Barkley earlier. I don't know if you caught this. I think this was at game 3.
I did.
A lady rapper named Cardi B was
Carly D or Carly B. What is it?
I think it's Cardi B, DB. Anyway, whatever. Not familiar with her music. Be quite honest. Anyway, Barkley had a little comment about her, and he went on the Dan Patrick show and had to address the comments. Here you go, Joe.
You called Cardi B Cardi D's. Did you? I mean, it's good analysis.
Didn't look like B's to me, Dan. It looked like D's to me.
Does anybody say anything to you? When's the last time management or somebody said, Chuck, can't say that?
Dan, I'm hoping they fire me. I got 6 years. I got 6 or 7 years left on my contract that they know I got no chance of doing. I would love for them to fire me and have to pay me for the next 6 or 7 years. So, I was talking to my agent. I was like, what can I do to get fired where they have to pay me for the whole 6, 7 years?
Yeah.
And I says, yeah, I would love to get fired. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, but because like I say, there's zero chance I'm going to be working the next 6, 7 years. Zero. So I know if they fire me, they would have to pay me all those years. And I heard through the grapevine that I make great money, so thank goodness for that. But yeah, come on, man. People can't take a joke. They can kiss my ass. I said the same thing. If people don't like me, I appreciate and love all the support I've gotten all these years. But anybody think everybody likes them, they're a fool. So if people don't like me or don't have a sense of humor, they can kiss my ass and my whole ass, not just one cheek, the whole ass.
That ass is a lot smaller than it used to be.
It is. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I hate being skinny now. When I tell people to kiss my ass, it's a lot smaller.
He's a treasure,
man,
isn't he? I love Charles
man.
Barkley.
Just truly, please how many guys go, please fire me so you have to pay me all that money. I'm making a lot of money, and I ain't going to be here for the whole contract anyway.
All right, Joe. Here's a story that is going to shock people. Tennis players crying. Wimbledon has responded to the complaining of all the tennis players here and is raising the prize money by a whopping 20%.
Wow, really?
For Wimbledon. Yeah, so the singles champion.
They were upset at the French Open, and they said, we're going to show you we're upset with Wimbledon too. So they got a pump, jump and raise there.
Yeah, so they will earn 3.6 million pounds or 4.8 million American dollars, I guess. Theirs are less than ours. The euro is more, I think, which I'm learning because I have to go there now. But yeah, I think we get less with our money over there. But out of pounds, I'm not really familiar with that.
I'm sorry, Wood.
Anyway,
I was over there for a week and I still couldn't figure it out. I'm not sure.
I thought everyone just took a euro. I thought that was the money over there. I don't know. They take American Express, so whatever. But anyway, the tennis players proved you cry enough, you'll get more money. There you go.
Yeah. I thought when I saw they were complaining, I thought it was equal pay for men and women. So I didn't think that was.
I think they wanted an increase.
They just want more for everybody. Yeah, a little more out of the tournament early as well as for the winners.
All right, Joe. The World Cup is getting set to kick off here. They're going to have a lot of concerts all over the country. We were going to start today. Mexico and South Africa. They will play in Mexico City.
Okay.
Headlining today's show will be Shakira and somebody named Burna Boy. But Shakira, we know.
She loves soccer.
Shakira will know, and she's going
She's
to be
married
performing.
to a really good player for Spain for a long time.
Yeah, the official song of the 2026 World Cup is called Die Die. D-A-I, D-A-I.
Okay.
I assume Die Die, Day Day, Die Die.
I don't know.
Anyway, most importantly, and the reason I bring this up, Joe, is because Michael Bublé, who I know you're a huge fan of, will be taking part in one of these concerts here in Toronto.
Oh.
Wow.
So I
know you're a big fan of his, so
I've been to a few
Yeah.
Michael Bublé concerts.
I know you have.
Yes, I
I
have.
know.
My wife knows every word to every song. Hey, so speaking of Shakira, she's one of those women that, had a ugly breakup with, she had a few kids with this.
Did she?
This Spanish soccer player. And she wrote one of those songs, Rip what he put her through and stuff.
Really?
And it became a big hit. To the Taylor Swift.
Oh, you're thinking Taylor Swift?
Yeah. They write these songs, but they're hurt and it ends up being a big hit. I can't keep my boyfriend or whatever.
I didn't realize Taylor Swift was like the biggest Knicks fan on earth, and she was really.
Honestly, I did not know. And then they're going, yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about in New York. How did that become like, oh no, you can be here. You've been in New York, Nick, for a long time. You're not a front runner. No, you used to come all the time. They do that to everybody. Like, oh no, look at you.
How fun do you think they got that little lounge underneath there where all those, ticket holders go?
I'd pay a lot of money to be in there.
Could you imagine what that was like after the game?
Oh, my God.
Hang out with those people?
Well, they all know each other. You think about it. Because you see the same faces. There's some new ones, but you see the same faces at all the games when the Knicks play and you get that game. And
you had about 10 guys that were on Saturday Night Live that were all at that game, right?
Yeah.
All the comedians were there. Rock was there, Sandler.
But
Well,
I'll tell you what, they did it at the end of that game after when that ball was tipped in, and I saw former coaches and a lot of people.
Oh yeah, Coach Cal was on the court.
He was there.
Yeah, it's good.
He
for
coached
his
a few
business
of those
thing.
guys. Yeah.
By the way, Shakira's 50.
Yeah, she looks great.
Good for her.
She looks great, man. She does. She spends a lot of time down here, like everybody in Miami. You're not shocked by that.
It's Cardi B. Cardi B,
not Carly. Cardi B. B.
We'll have to listen to some of her music. I'm sure it's.
Listen, they wouldn't let her do halftime if she wasn't really talented.
Was it halftime or pregame?
I think it was halftime, wasn't it?
I don't know. Are they doing halftime shows now? San Antonio does I think they do the woman who flips the bowls on her head. The Canes had that at one of their games this year. You ever seen her?
I have.
The red panda?
Yep.
She fell off her unicycle and broke her wrist.
She did. I remember. That was you might have done that story when that happened.
Of course. That's a big story in my world of fringe news stories.
Everybody's looking for something like quick on entertainment for the halftime shows.
Yeah. I have something good for people, Joe, that I would like to tell them about here. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. And yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with the code 1043WQAM. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code 1043WQAM in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year, ends June 28th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
Roy and Hot Crowder and Solana. South Florida sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little Solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Starting in the NBA, where the Knicks completed the biggest comeback in finals history, erasing a 29-point deficit to beat the Spurs 107-106. New York will have a chance to close out the series in Game 5 on Saturday night. Over to the Marlins, who shut out the D-backs 8-0. Miami will go for the sweep today with the first pitch at 1:10 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game on 560 AM. To the Dolphins, who announced a 3-year, $52.5 million extension for center Aaron Brewer. 37 of that is in guarantees. On the ice, the Hurricanes will host the Golden Knights in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. Their series tied at 2. The puck drops at 8. And today the World Cup begins with matches at 3 o'clock and 10 o'clock. The USA will open up play tomorrow night against Paraguay. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
For Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 101.
Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good. The chip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
All right, welcome back here for the 8 o'clock hour. Well, I'll tell you what, I still can't believe what I saw last night. I still can't believe what I saw this morning as the Knicks 29 down with 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 29 points down. Come back and win. You just heard that name. You're going to be hearing a lot about that name today. Boy, I'll tell you what, it was just a unbelievable finish. Anunoby makes 2 great plays, blocks a shot of Fox going down the other end, which, by the way, I don't know why he's trying to take the shot. You got a 1-point lead. You get the turnover. You go down. You only got seconds left. Dribble around, chew up as much time, and make the 2 free throws. You're a 75% free throw shooter. You've been a clutch player throughout your career. Make both free throws. Make it a 3-point game with, 5, 6, 7 seconds left. There's not a play that you're going to lose the game on. And you try to go in, and Anunoby makes a great play, blocks the shot. Goes back down the other end. Brunson misses the 3. And as you just heard the highlight, Anunoby goes in there, tips it in over the top. Nobody blocks out, by the way. And your 7-5 center's out covering Brunson, or out in front of him, but he's not around the rim. So now you got everybody else, and nobody blocks out. God, I can't, it's fun. I know we all grew up more where fundamentals were a little more important when we were growing up, for people a little bit older, and you had practice. You had to, get a body on a body. Oh my God. I remember all my basketball coaches, all of them, all through high school. Got to block out. This guy's athletic. Got to block out. He'll jump over. Nobody blocked out. Nobody blocked out. And he times everything perfect. Gets obviously the perfect bounce, because you never know where the ball's going to bounce off the rim. Times everything perfectly and tips it back in with just over 1 second left. So he makes 2, makes a great defensive play at the other end, and goes, I'm not done. Comes right back the other way. And after Brunson takes a shot, he takes off for the basket and times everything perfectly. And that's it. They can't really get a shot off the other end. By the way, it looked like they're going to have a chance at a shot too, and he doesn't.
We were just talking about that back here. Like,
he didn't catch it cleanly, or he was going to have a chance.
Yeah, but why, of all the plays you could draw up, you got a guy who's like 10 feet tall. Don't you just get the ball to him and let him turn around and shoot? Were they trying to throw like some kind of backdoor alley-oop to their point guard? Like, what are you doing? sometimes these coaches just like overthink things. Like,
Well,
I get that play, you're trying to get the guy to the rim, but you got Wemby 10 feet, 15 feet from the basket. Don't you just get the ball into him with his back to the basket, let him turn around and shoot?
I got a different take on it. If he catches the ball clean.
That's a tough pass, though, regardless. That's a tough pass.
No, the pass was in, though. He just dropped the ball.
Well, I think the pass was badly underthrown. I think they were trying to get him up at the rim. I think they were trying to do an alley-oop. Hart fell down, too.
He threw it at the body. You just got to catch it and turn.
I don't know, man. I don't get that play.
I don't know.
You got the biggest guy in the game who clearly nobody can block his shot.
Yeah.
I just think that's
I don't know.
Kind of a no-brainer play there. But
I don't know. Of all the things on our list of reasons you might have lost that game, I'm not going to put
No.
that on the
De'Aaron
list.
Fox is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this guy can come in at some point with that
And
last
listen,
second play there.
I know it didn't happen the last few seconds, but Wemby's got to make those free throws too.
Yeah.
Missed both of them. And this is what happens in the games. Meanwhile, Brunson and Anunoby aren't missing anything at the end of that game on that.
Brunson finally missed one.
Yeah, he missed one, and Anunoby goes, "I got your back."
Yeah.
So,
like De'Aaron Fox, some of those turnovers they've been showing him on. Some of the turnovers are like, he just looks like he's playing pickup ball out there, just throwing the ball away. But then to take the ball 10 seconds left and not be smart enough to just dribble around and kill a couple more seconds. You go to the free throw line. If you make both your free throws there, it's a 3-point game.
I agree.
Then the foul comes into play, right? And you can play that game where you foul them, let them shoot the three, and you probably escape there with the win.
Yes, even after the terrible collapse of losing that 29-point lead, you're still in really good shape.
They win by one. It just doesn't matter, Joe. Like, I know they collapsed regardless, but
win's a win.
Yeah.
So Fox, I got a lot of takes. So because Fox was with my Sacramento Kings for a long time, drafted by him.
No, he's not a young guy. He's been around.
No. He
should know better. At all the guys on that team.
So he hasn't played in a lot of these games.
No.
This is new for him. But he's a veteran on that team. That's why everybody's getting on him. Like, hey, it's one thing for the 20-year-old, the 21-year-old, and the 22-year-old who, from last to first to have a chance to play in this championship, and you beat Oklahoma City, which had won everything the year before. But man, you got to be better. You can't make those mistakes. I mean, everybody's looking up to you to make smart plays. And by the way, the guy was Mr. Clutch. Didn't he get the Clutch Award the year before? The year before that, he's always been pretty damn good in fourth quarters of games. But again, a lot of things change in this game compared to other games, right?
Well, it was a full-on panic by the Spurs too late in that one.
Everybody.
There was such a hurry, it felt like, in the fourth quarter to shoot. Every possession is like, let's rush down and hoist something. They scored 30 points in the second half.
3 for 17 on 3-point shots. And way too much time left on all those shots, not getting the ball inside. Just and again, the first half they couldn't miss. They couldn't miss.
Joe, all they needed to do was basically score 20 points in either the third or fourth quarter. They would have won the game.
Well, you scored 30 total points. You get outscored 58-30 in the second half, and that was it. It was a bad one.
That series is over.
Anyway,
Spurs are 5.5-point favorites for some reason in the next game, but I don't think maybe they think the Knicks will take the night off and just bring it back to the Garden. To finish it off there. Imagine the atmosphere at that game.
I don't know how you get over anything like this. I truly look what happened to Atlanta Falcons.
These are franchise killers.
After the Atlanta Falcons lost to the New England Patriots, and by the way, I thought that was of greatness of Tom Brady. That was the one he did going to Tampa just to show he could do it without his coach was different level too. But the second thing for me, when you look at Tom Brady's career, is that Atlanta Falcons game. And that destroyed them for years. Mm-hmm. They were never the same.
There's been a handful of losses over the years that have destroyed franchises. The Falcons is one of the Seattle one, definitely.
Seattle was never the same.
No, they had to break that whole thing up over the years. They couldn't stop blaming each other.
Yeah. Well, but those do destroy you. But this is a young team. Like, I wouldn't touch this San Antonio team. But if there is one guy,
they're a very good team.
There's one guy that's going to go. It's going to be Fox. if there's one guy that gets traded,
you can just cut him.
No,
send a message.
All that money, high paid guy in the team. I don't think that's going to happen. Probably going to be back.
What a freaking disaster, man!
Oh man,
there's a play where he's dribbling up the floor, and he just throws it across the court to nobody. Like, if I didn't know anybody, I said this guy could be investigated for some of the plays in that game, man.
No,
some of that stuff is just outrageous.
Here's what's going to happen today. He and the head coach are going to get a lot of blame. And the coach is going to be for the team. Like, you got a young team, you got to use your timeouts. You got to slow this thing down with these guys, and they didn't do it. By the way, we got a lot of other stuff. Got great news for the Dolphins. Their center is signed. I didn't know if it was going to happen. I was hoping it'd be a no distraction camp when it started in late July with Brooks and Brewer. And Brewer got taken care of. Hopefully they can get Brooks' situation taken care of. But two of the stronger, I think the two strongest positions on the team, the left side of that offensive line and the inside linebackers. But glad to see that. Glad to see him, and he earned it, man. He played so well last year. My God, he was fantastic at center. I think they understood how important it is, especially with a new offense and a new quarterback and a guy next to you that's going to be your first overall pick is going to play right next to him for all those reasons. Glad to just see that get done, and it's just one less thing. We went a couple years ago. Does everybody remember all the guys pouting and sitting out of practice? They were there, but he's not in this. I'm looking forward to seeing this 11-on-11. Oh, he's not doing it. He's sitting it out. Oh, that's right. He's not happy about his contract. Oh, we'll have to ask him about that. Oh, we'll ask the coach about it too. Oh my God. So we're one guy away from looking pretty damn clean when we come back, and it'll just be all football. So that's not a bad way to go. Hey, we got
Can I ask you this real quick? Is this the best Dolphins offseason you can remember?
After what we've been through, yes.
Long time, right?
Yeah.
Been clean. Has there been one issue?
No.
I can't think of one.
No, the two, and by the way, the two guys that haven't been happy about their contract have been really pros about it, and they've been out there.
Yeah.
So you've got that, and then you got just
that in and of itself is a win.
Yeah, we should get one win for that. Can we get a
off-season champions?
We'll put down the preseason list. We get early win.
We put a banner up for that.
So Kirby Hocutt, if I'm Kirby, I say Kirby, you took a beating the day before from all the athletic directors in the Big 12. Everybody
from
knows
the first
that.
statement he put out.
And you come out, well, just shut up. Shut up. Don't do that. You're a father thing. You're not the only father.
Joe.
Don't you guys are going to put him in a structured compliance and clinical place where he can heal, and we're not going to do anything to damage him until he's ready to go. He won't play football. That's a lie. He's going to be ready to go with Houston the third game of the year is Houston at home, and he will be playing. The reason you're putting all this, because he's a quarterback. He's very, very good. If he plays well, he could be. I don't know if it happens now because of his gambling addiction, but he could be a first-round quarterback in the NFL next year. That's how good he is. So stop with all how much you care about your athletes, and I'm sorry that everybody else doesn't understand how serious we take. No, you take your really good players, like the quarterback, knowing that Texas Tech plays with that backup quarterback who's got a bad knee. You're not going to be as good as you are with this guy.
Let me ask you a question here. If Joe Rose was the athletic director at Texas Tech, how would you handle the situation? Because you can't, I do agree. I told you, I saw someone say this yesterday, like, you can't just throw the guy off the team because then it looks like you're turning your back on your guys.
So you tell him he can stay because you were with us. We didn't know about it because you kept it quiet from everybody. Amazingly, through two schools didn't know about this, but they didn't know through Indiana and Cincinnati. So now we're under your watch. We'll put you in the program, but you can't play.
So you want him to stay in school
if he wants.
You're going to pay him the money.
No, I'm not paying him the money.
I think the booster's coming up with the money, isn't he?
I don't.
The oil guy or whatever?
I think that those guys all have contracts. Bad behavior gone, man. They're not stupid.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. I think it becomes dicey when you start talking about doing stuff like that. I don't think it's as easy for Texas Tech. I think this, I don't know who said it, but it made a really good point that, like, they were probably expecting the judge to just show some common sense and be like, you can't play. And then it would have taken care of itself, right?
Right. Be easy decision.
Yeah. You. Well, there's no decision at that point. What kind of judge would look at that case and be like, here's your injunction, go play?
But
guy who likes the program.
But now that they have him, they're going, well, we're going to take a little heat for this. But
what would you do?
Don't be mad at us. Be mad at the judge. Get him in rehab a little bit more and then get him ready to go.
How do you explain that to the rest of the players, though, that want to win?
What are you talking about?
The rest of the team wants to win, Joe. That guy clearly gives you the best chance to win, no?
I agree with you. I'm not sure what you're saying.
Well, I'm guessing the players want him to play too, though.
Well, that has nothing to do with it. I had some guys that had drug problems. They're really good players. Of course we wanted them. We can't keep flunking drug tests.
I'm starting to think more and more that he might actually play.
I told you that.
I thought the school was going to cave. This guy came out with this ridiculous statement, but
soon as, by the way, and the sad part for the AD, who's a real weak sister in this situation with the president.
Did you have to go weak sister?
Because the booster, man, the boosters are calling the shots, man.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as you get these guys and they give a lot of money, I'll never forget the Nike guy hired the insurance guy to be the AD, and everybody they did stories on it, and Knight said, you guys better shut up in case you haven't looked at their new track and all the money I spend to make you guys the number one Nike school. I mean, they are Nike.
You imagine if this team ends up being good and he starts going around beating people?
He's going to beat people.
Oh,
he's really good.
The outcry. Imagine that, Joe, from the other, like the conference schools, they lose to this guy. Oh my goodness.
It's
they are going to be
I think it's going to get ugly, though.
It is going to get ugly.
You lose to this guy and you know he shouldn't be playing. You know he broke the rules. And then because they're going, what do we tell our players?
That ought to be interesting.
What do we tell our guys that we know gamble a little bit on and like to hit the casinos? What do we tell our guys? It's okay. Sorsby can do it. We know we can win too if you want to go that way. All right. Hey, listen, we got more stuff to get to here. We're running a little bit late here. We're never going to get this figured out, but what the hell? We'll still talk about it. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, you can talk about him. Well, I'll tell you what, it's about great service and getting you a mortgage quickly, getting you the lowest rates. He's got so many great programs for so many different things. Hey, bottom line is, if you need money, whether it's first-time home buyers and with great rates, he'll get you the best rates possible. And rates aren't great right now, but he'll get you the lowest rates he can. And then on top of that, very little money down so you can get that first home. First-time home buyer program he put together is fantastic. Debt consolidation, man, you need cash, whatever it is. HOA costs going up, insurance rising, and all of a sudden you go, uh-oh, I don't have enough money to pay all my bills every month. Well, listen, let Michael Kotze come in and get it done for you. Reverse mortgages more popular than ever. You and your spouse are 62 or older. You qualify. Think about that. So you live like most of us. You live in the same house for 20, 25 years. Got the thing either paid off or real close to being paid off, and you got a lot of equity. A lot of equity in that home. You could really use it. Let Michael Kotze. He gets it done half the time of the big banks with unbelievable. He works 7 days a week. We get the paperwork done quickly. Michael Kotze's off and running. Man has no life. He's always working. The word is his wife's even complaining about the amount of time he's putting in to this company that he owns. Call or text him, 561-441-2730. 561-441-2730. Call or text him. If he doesn't pick up when you call him, please text him. He'll get going with you real quickly. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender. Go to Google reviews on the web at Choice Mortgage Reviews.
chance of rain. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
This traffic report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach, your home for watching the world's biggest soccer tournament live at Sunrise Stage. Watch the world's biggest soccer tournament live at Sunrise Stage at the Casino at Dania Beach. Enjoy every match, food and drink specials, free parking, and don't miss Fin Zone 305 July 11th. Experience the excitement all summer long at the Casino at Dania Beach.
We saw the dumbest basketball team in the history of civilization.
Oh, wow.
We saw they had a 25-point lead, took eight straight threes. Like, they thought to get, like, that was some of the most mismanaged, stupid basketball. Hey, when you blow a 29-point lead, the other team has to help you. The San Antonio Spurs helped the New York Knicks win this game by doing some of the stupid-ass stuff I've ever seen on a basketball court.
Congratulations to the Knicks for coming back, but Chuck, I agree with you. They played terrible basketball. They got comfortable. They got comfortable with the league. They was already talking about, going back to San Antonio. They just didn't play smart. And, you never know what a champion is until you become a champion. But tonight, the Knicks, they fought like a champion. They did. Listen, we're sitting back there in the third quarter, and Shaq goes, these guys got to put them away right now. Second quarter, they got to put them away right now. They start letting them make the run towards the end of the second quarter. The Knicks kept fighting. They go back 26, cut it to 19. They got back in that third quarter. Once they cut it to 12, this game was a wrap.
But Trey, when they had the 25-point lead, they shot 8 threes in a row, never even came close to using any time on the clock. And you're like, this game ain't over yet.
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood. Hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line.
Hollywood, Florida, he
meant. State of mind.
Wow. Every so often, a lot of things now after years and years. Yeah, I've seen that before. Boy, that's a once in a lifetime 29-point lead. 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. That's kind of, if you watch that Atlanta Falcons and New England Patriots Tom Brady game, they call it Tom Brady game. That kind of felt like that, where everything had to go right at the end of the game, and you're all of a sudden you're making all the plays after getting dominated and being able to come back. And boy, there are two guys that if they win this next game or have to go back to New York and win in a game 6, they're going to be talking for a long time about OG Anunoby and Jalen Brunson. Be talking a long time about 33 points from one guy, a great defensive play at the end of the game, blocking Fox's shot, coming back, times up everything. Nobody blocks him out, tips the ball in. Everything, again, everything's got to be perfect. Ball's got to come your way where you can go up and jump over everybody and tip it in. And then Jalen Brunson just hit. I know he missed the final shot that went up in the air, but boy, he made a ton. And not only from deep threes, but got to the basket a few times late there to get him right back in this thing and give him the lead. Just amazing stuff last night, man. Amazing stuff. If you missed it, I would highly recommend you get up, and you probably already have, and jump on YouTube and look at the highlights this morning because it's amazing. And honestly, what's really crazy, you're thinking about this great comeback, and you're going, yeah, but the Knicks only scored 58 points in the second half. They didn't need like 70. They scored 58. The problem is San Antonio scored 30 second-half points. They look like a different team. They scored 76 in the first half, 30 in the second half of that game. And San Antonio, 3 for 17 to what Barkley and those guys were talking about. 3 for 17 on threes in the second. They just kept shooting them. They weren't going down. They're going, we're going to keep shooting them. And if we're open early on the shot clock, we're still going to take them. And the coach, that's going to fall. A lot of that's going to fall back on the coaching and the execution. And you got a young, talented team. Don't get me wrong, man. If I told you could have the big three on that San Antonio team, and Fox not being one of them, you'd start your team with those three every day of the week. Every day of the week. I mean, that's but boy, they took some maturity pills last night, because you're going to have to grow up on that one. And I happen to be from the school of, it doesn't just happen overnight. You got to work your way there. You don't just, like the New England Patriots, that great story. They went from 4 wins all the way, and then they got kicked around pretty good in the Super Bowl. But they got there, and it's great. And I think next time, New England is going to fill it in, and they'll have a chance to get back there again. But it doesn't just go from 1 to 60, though. Just very seldom it happens. There got to be experience, and the Knicks, man, through the last few years, they've had to go through some. I mean, they live under a microscope in New York, but they've lost a lot of playoff games. And I just believe in experience. And you got a 20-year-old, 21-year-old, and 22-year-old. You just played like deer in headlights. And that one will sting for a while. That sting will not go away just because you fly home to San Antonio. That one is remember, we thought 22 was a lot with Cleveland. Was that in the third quarter too? Wasn't it Cleveland's 22-point lead? And they lost that game. And boy, this one, geez, just crazy. So anyway, we got that game 5 coming up here now, with a chance for the Knicks to put it away. We'll find out what San Antonio's got left after that one. Boy, that's a tough one. We had a bunch of other news. Marlins, by the way, quietly get another win. They've won 7 of 8. What a game, man. What a fun game. Otto Lopez gets 2 more hits every night, I swear. I know he doesn't, but it seems like every night he gets 2 or 3 hits. 2 hits, 2 RBI for him. Stowers and Casey both hit home runs in the game. Got a 110 start for the sweep today. They've won 7 of 8, and now we're 33-35 on the season, getting one step closer to getting back to 500. So congratulations, man. They play great at home. Been just really, really good home team with everything they're doing, and a lot of guys coming up with big plays defensively as well as big hits. So a lot of confidence, man. A lot of good stuff going on with a baseball team. And then on top of that, we're talking about this earlier, Woody, the Pat Mahomes reworked contract. It's going to make between 2026 and 2033 $504 million. What is the first 4 years all guaranteed? First 4 or 5 years all guaranteed money.
Seems very reasonable to me for his services, right?
He is. If there's one guy that you look and you go, oh no, he needs to be the highest paid guy for what he's done. And I know they weren't very good last year. Patrick Mahomes needs to. Nobody's got a problem with that. He is one of the best we've ever seen. He truly is one of the best. What he's done already, minus last year when he got injured, finally went down there with ACL, saying he'll be back. He's been working his butt off to get back.
And think about what it must feel like, though, to be Kansas City, and you have a chance at a Super Bowl every single year just because he's there.
That's right. Very few teams are saying that. Now, there's some really good teams out there, like Seattle saying we got a chance, and the Rams are saying we got a chance.
Yeah, but that's not because of the quarterback. Quarterback helps. I mean, they're good quarterbacks, but those teams are very well put together.
But you got Patrick Mahomes, who he does.
They haven't done him a ton of favors.
No, he does more. He does more with less. You're right. He's had some good defenses, but offensively,
Brady did it a lot in his career too.
But man, that's I got no problem with that one. That one is for every team out there, and there's still a whole bunch of teams wondering if they have that franchise quarterback. Kansas City does not. What is he now, 30, 31?
Who, Mahomes?
Mahomes?
Yeah, early 30s, I think.
So that contract, that should take him through his good years, man. He takes,
There's some other guys that haven't been able to get over the Mahomes hump here. Josh and Lamar. And
those two have been hurt by it. And Joe. Joe did get to a Super Bowl one year, but all three of those guys.
Out of those 3 guys, there's no way all 3 of them are going to win a Super Bowl.
No, not all 3 of them.
I don't know if Josh will.
there's a chance 2 of the 3 don't get there.
Lamar's going to have a tough time. Probably.
Hey, man, I'm not totally sure the Buffalo. Everybody's telling me Buffalo's the best team in AFC, so I'm not 100% sure that's the case. I know New England's going to have to play a much more difficult schedule. And I know what's gone on in the offseason, the distraction of the head coach and all that stuff. Not that I think the players really care about that.
The open marriage?
Whatever.
Yeah,
open, whatever it is. Blinders. Some call it the blinders marriage.
She is still waiting to tell her side of the story, right?
I don't think she's going to say anything.
Was it Florio? It was like she should just do it before the opener.
Let me tell you. I look at her and we do this, right or wrong. She looks like an old school wife, stands by her guy, doesn't like it, lets him have it when they're together, but respects him with everything else and has got his back.
Talking about Vrabel's wife?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's the other thing.
I think family's important. I don't think she wants to go through the whole thing with the family, loves them, thinks he made a mistake. I don't know what he told her. Doesn't matter.
Well, he went to that
I know guys
that counseling thing for a day, right?
I know
he
guys
skipped the 3rd day of the draft.
I know guys' wives that have said, and it's fine. Everybody's different. I didn't work for it didn't and doesn't work for me, but have said, hey, just I know when you're out, you're crazy and do stuff. Just don't do it in front of my face. People have said he's right. Guys have been out, there's guys, just don't do it in front of my face. Don't ever do anything to embarrass me in front of my friends or anything else. That's all. Whatever you're doing, I'm not going to ask or bug you. And I used to go, how do you get away with that? How's that one work?
What was that thing you were telling me about, that club?
I said there's swingers.
Yeah, that thing.
There's real popular swingers clubs. And
how do you get invited to something like that?
So I'm just going to tell you one more time. I know you love this story. So
I do.
When I got to be careful because there are going to be a lot of people know I'm not the only one that knows. So one of my son's best friends in high school,
oh my goodness.
He's a great guy, great kid, one of my favorites. I'm not saying his name. And so, they come over and go, hey, man. So he stays overnight with us and they go, they're doing sports all the time together. So say, hey, man, what's your mom and dad do? Hey, and the father or mom would drop him off and they were divorced and the mother remarried. And so my stepdad owns swinger clubs. Oh. So I go, you mean, and he goes, yeah, just what swingers clubs. And then on top of that, guy lives over by my brother-in-law. So small world.
How do you get invited to one?
You can just go.
You just show up. I'm here for the party.
So let me just tell you, because you're really are you really taking a stupid pill on this?
No, I'm honestly very intrigued by this. Like, how does it go?
Well,
how
first
do you
of all,
do it?
so my wife's not getting upset. We don't do it.
No, I know. I know you don't.
And I didn't do it with my other wife.
I understand.
I haven't done any other relationships.
Okay, but walk me through, like, if you were going to, how would you go about doing it?
You'd have to, your partner would have to sign off on it.
Yes, I would assume so.
And then the two of you go. And you get other two, and
you show up and like the other people are there waiting for you, or
they show up at the club and see what shows up. And
what kind of club is it? Like a dance club or like?
Well, instead of like going, think of it this way, Woody. Instead of showing up and you go to look at me, I used to go out hunting, and a lot of guys did. And you're single and see a girl, and you might hook up with her or something. This has gone way too far for a sports show, but in the case of this, you go with your partner, and this is what I'm told. And then you're out, and they have he and she together, and you just get after it with he takes your girl, and you take his girl.
Okay.
I just felt awkward telling that whole thing. I swear. I
It's
know
very awkward.
I know you don't think things are awkward, but no, that's
I just I don't know how you stumble across one of these places.
I just amazed that you're so like this swingers thing is brand new to you. You know, there's movies about swingers and stuff.
There's a movie called Swingers, isn't there?
I don't know anything, Woody. Woody, I just told you way too much. And I think you know. I think you pulled that stupid 5th grade pill on me again. All right,
No,
hey, listen.
I go often, Joe.
No, I know you and your wife don't go. Most people don't go. But there's a lot of people out there, the secret society, that are doing it. Hey, man, I do want to talk to you about your mental health for a second, since we've been talking about mental health so much here recently. I know May was Mental Health Month, but hey, your mental health is still front and center, and I hope you don't forget that. Dr. Barry and the staff at Recovery Unplugged would love to help you. Recovery Unplugged's mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale is your private sanctuary to reset. Dr. Barry and his team blend expert care with music-based healing in a beautiful, comfortable space, private. And it works, man. It just works. He's got an unbelievable staff of people working together. They accept most major insurance plans. Call 954-737-4508. If you're going through depression right now or anxiety, it's got you off the road and you just can't get there again, and your friends have noticed, people that care about you, family has noticed, man, go to recoveryunplugged.com and get more information and call 954-737-4508 and meet with them. Let's heal out loud, even in June. All right, this show's got a little bit of everything, from the Knicks to the Swingers to Patrick Mahomes to Marlins winning again. I don't know how the hell we got off
Something for everyone.
the dark side of life. And then we're sitting back here for the last 5 minutes talking about Swingers. It's two young guys very interested to find out about the Swinger stuff. It's
not interested in partaking.
No, me neither. Just for the record, I don't want anybody to think that Mr. and Mrs. Rose are getting freaky out there, especially the children. Not into that. No.
Thank you for the disclaimer.
No. Well, listen, sometimes I, as you know, talk way too much, and I do go home to gets a little salty at the house from time to time. So just
she doesn't listen though, right? It's all secondhand, like she hears.
Mostly,
from
yes. Mostly.
I imagine she can't stand the show.
Mostly. I think
my wife's not a fan.
I just think she's tired of my act in general. I don't think anything that if a guy laughs or something, she goes, "It's not funny." I don't find any of it funny. What'd he say? So anyway, that's just the way it goes. Hey, I got to be honest about something else, man. I have not talked about all morning. As I've gotten older, I've enjoyed the World Cup. The soccer during the year does nothing for me down here. Nothing. At the end of the year, I love Messi goals. I do. The Inter Miami story to me is fantastic. We're trying to get the guy on that's coming out with Messi's new book. Dave Hyde was telling me some amazing, funny, great stuffs in there about how motivated this guy is to be great every day. And I just thought, man, because I always wonder what the guy's made $1 billion friggin' dollars, the greatest soccer player of all time. Arguably the greatest soccer player. I don't want to offend anybody that thinks somebody else from somewhere else has been better from years and years ago. But the fact that, and the guy gets his book, and so anyway, I don't know if we're ever going to get him or not, but the books, I think, just came out. But, man, I just think when he met with the team and what has happened with the team, a lot of good stuff with Inter Miami and Messi. I'm guessing the Moss brothers are all over the book too. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'd love to have it before I take off for one more California trip to see my dad. Because
who do you like in this thing, Joe? You haven't given us your pick for the winner.
Well, I got to go Portugal.
Portugal is plus 700.
Yeah, I know.
Portugal, okay.
I know Spain.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
right?
but
he's on that team.
Yeah, I know he is. And by the way, he's having a really good year over in Saudi, playing great.
Okay.
So Spain and France and England are the three favorites, and then my peeps. I'm on that my peeps thing.
You're Portuguese, right? Part Portuguese or something.
I'm a watered down version because of my mother, but my father's a Portuguese.
I'm in on the USA plus 6,000.
Okay,
it's my bet for the World Cup.
Well, listen,
without having it, vast soccer.
Then I heard, I love to talk to Solana about this stuff, but somebody's telling me yesterday, I go, hey, tell me who's going. I'm curious, man. I know the guy watching. Brazil and Argentina are both. I was playing tennis. Those guys out there, big World Cup fans, and follow all the teams overseas. And so, oh my God, Brazil and Argentina are really good too. And when I say overseas, I meant the leagues overseas. I understand not all the countries are really good or overseas. So I want you to think I'm a complete dumbass there. But yeah, those look to be the favorites. People think Brazil and Argentina have a chance. Everybody seems to think that Spain or England will choke, even though they said England's got a great team too. So, but it's going to find. Then the question is always, can the USA, how far can they get with this group?
Yeah, do they have any shot, like realistically?
I'm guessing not. I don't know.
It's a great value play without knowing if they have a shot.
So what do you know what I go by? And this might be wrong. And for anybody that really follows World Cup, I'm talking as a 100% amateur. And if you want to rip me like the horse lady, you can.
The horse lady?
I wanted to say this though. I look and so I was looking at some of the teams like France. I wanted to see France's team because I know they're really good. They got a bunch of really good players in all the big leagues making a lot of money. And I go, hey man, they must be pretty good. They get them all together. That's going to be a really good team. What are you laughing about, Jerky?
No.
All right. I knew you'd find that funny. The horse lady.
I don't know what's funnier. You breaking down the French national soccer team or the horse lady?
I didn't mention a name. I didn't say Mbappe
She's
one
gonna
time.
jump you,
Jerky.
by the way, for what you did the other day.
Don't worry about
with
it.
that broken hoof thing.
Don't worry about that. I didn't say that. I said the leg, when they start limping and they break something, they don't fix it.
Can a hoof be repaired?
You saw the comments, how stupid you were when you said it. Now
I'm asking you seriously, as a horse guy. Can the hoof be repaired? Like if he has a chipped hoof.
I got one better than that. I got a guy I grew up with. That's what he does for a living. He goes around and cleans and puts new horseshoes on. That's what he does.
Glad you said horseshoes. I know where you're going with that.
You know what?
You said he cleans.
You know what?
And then you said horse. I didn't know where you were going
you're
with
a
that.
real
one.
ass clown. I
didn't know where you were going with
I know
that.
you saw the comments, and they put these, no matter how expensive these horses are, when they break down in these big races.
Mm-hmm. What happened to the horse that freaked out at the Derby?
Oh, the one who went down. I don't know.
That was, of course, the one that my
He looked
4-year-old
like
son bet on.
He looked like he was okay when he got up, but how about that poor guy going, we've been getting ready, and now you throw me down. I'm lucky to be alive. He didn't fall right on top of him.
He's like the Russell Wilson of horse racing.
Yeah.
He choked in the biggest moment.
He got a little nervous before he got in the gate, didn't he? He got just a little bit nervous. Man. Hey, Woody, we got 9 o'clock hour coming up here while you're trying to be an ass clown this morning and not paying attention. You think that horse thing's made up, huh? Or tell me you know.
No, I know that they do eventually probably have to do that.
What do you think? They give him 3 or 4 years, take him back to Kentucky to these horse ranches and go, hey, man, just limp around for a couple years, enjoy the grass and the really good hay.
No, I think they let him enjoy the lady horses for a few years. They swing horses, right?
You're a dumbass. I'd love to hear you with your wife. I swear. I'd love to hear
She likes my act about as much as your wife likes your act, all right?
I don't know, Woody.
All right, you can go to break.
I tell you, my wife's really burned out on the Joe Rose at home. Nothing's funny. I've tried some stuff that I thought was funny. Nothing's funny. Hey, man, I want to talk to you about Super Sure, a name you're going to be hearing a lot about here in South Florida. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for that renewal and they're back. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risk. That's why I'm introducing Super Sure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, can be too complex to just buy a policy online. Super Sure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. Boy, that's nice to know. At supersure.com, you can access tools like fine print facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you get what's covered and what's not covered, plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com, one super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies are in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Super Sure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
home of the two-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Starting in the NBA, where the Knicks completed the biggest comeback in finals history, racing a 29-point deficit to beat the Spurs 107-106. New York will have a chance to close out the series in Game 5 on Saturday night. Over to the Marlins, who shut out the D-backs 8-0. Miami will go for the sweep today with the first pitch at 1:10 from Lone Depot Park. You can catch the game on 5:60 a.m. To the Dolphins, who announced a 3-year, $52.5 million extension for center Aaron Brewer, with $37 million of that in guarantees. On the ice, the Hurricanes will host the Golden Knights in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final, with the series tied at 2. Puck drops at 8. And today the World Cup begins with matches at 3 o'clock and 10 o'clock. The USA will open up play tomorrow night against Paraguay. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. 80 degrees, low chance of rain. And Joe, there's a lot going on in sports. That was a long update there.
Yeah, not to mention last night. What a wild Game 4, man. Never saw that coming. The greatest comeback in the history of NBA playoffs. 29 points down. The Knicks come all the way back. We've actually had people text in this morning. They did not see the end of the game. They turned it off. When it got somewhere in 25 to the 29 range in the third quarter, said, I'm going to bed, only to wake up. By the way, I told that story early this morning. So I was Monday Night Football. Dolphins are just beating the you-know-what out of the Jets. I mean, just spanking them every way possible. And it's just, I mean, it's lopsided. And so people turned the game off. I mean, it was bad. So you'd have to look it up for anybody to remember. What year did you say that was, Woody? Did you say 2000?
Yeah, it's 2000.
So, God, I'm getting old. Man, the time flies. So anyway, I got home in time to, we get off the air and fly in. And like I do, I get off the airplane and I come right in, do the shows. And I'll never forget when I started the show, and it was a lot of people, wasn't a few. Everybody turned the game off same deal, third quarter into the fourth quarter, kept scoring. Everything was going wrong for the Dolphins and the Jets. Hell, they threw a touchdown to their offensive tackle in the back of the end zone. Remember that play? You've probably seen that a few times. Anyway, we end up losing that game. And I came back here and people thought, they didn't have the coverage like they do now with social media and stuff. They're like, no way. Well, yeah, they lost. They lost at midnight. Lost a late one. And by the way, the stadium was damn near empty. There couldn't have been. Woody, I'll never forget, because we're going, oh my God, there's no fans here. It's empty. And there had to be, there couldn't have been 20,000 fans left in the stadium. Because they're going home, they're booing them. Jets are bad, and team sucks, and, they're going crazy, and Fireman Ed's all fired up, and they win the game. Put it together, and, they got on a roll, and we couldn't stop anything, and everything they did. And
it's a risk you take to beat traffic.
So they missed it. Our fans missed it, and I got home, and I was amazed. So every so often, you get one. I thought your example this morning of last night was perfect for the football analogy with what took place with the New England Patriots against the Atlanta Falcons in that Super Bowl.
This could end up being a franchise crusher.
And I got to tell you, man,
who knows?
They were down and out for a long time. This team is kind of young and dumb, the San Antonio team. I think they'll bounce back.
Well, it's funny. Like, you talk about games people left early, the Ray Allen game. People were locked outside the arena. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was a
left
big story.
Early.
Big
Game
story
was over,
the next day.
right?
Big story.
They were ready to wheel out the trophy, and people had left the game.
They were
ripping Miami fans are bad fans.
They were putting the tape up on the side, and they had the guys brought the trophy down. It was in the tunnel. That's how close, and it was like, I'm like, wow, trophy's beautiful. And these guys with the white gloves were in there in their suits, and they were getting ready to bring it out, and then Ray Allen hits that shot. Chris Bosh gets that rebound and flips it out to him.
So the Spurs losing 7, right, that year. They come back and they crush the Heat the next year.
Right.
You know, the game I left early was the downfall of the whole Mike McDaniel era was the Titans game.
Oh.
I was at that game. It was a Monday night game, and I left that one. It looked like we had it locked up.
Everything once again. And that was just in the last couple of minutes. You're up two touchdowns.
It was a late night. I had my son with me. He was like 7 at the time. I go, all right, we'll beat some traffic here and get out of here.
And by the way, that was the old guy that was the defensive coordinator. And we got toasted. They were throwing dump offs underneath.
That was Will Levis, right?
That was the greatest game. It kept Will Levis in the league. That's funny you said that. Yeah. He's throwing dump passes underneath, and the running back's going up the field and going 30 yards and then running out of bounds, somehow breaking back out. And then we go 3 and out.
You imagine you would have told someone at that point in the game that this is all about to come crashing down?
No.
This guy's going to be fired. The quarterback's going to be gone. Like, it was all rolling, man.
Hey, man, it is like it's one of the great things about sports.
Yeah, they can be very cruel.
So some people are going to get up this morning and go, like Barkley, it's a joke. It's embarrassing that you're this bad. You're the dumbest team I've ever seen. And then others are going to go, man, that's just phenomenal, unbelievable comeback. And your 2 best players played their ass off. OG was great. Brunson was great.
That's why this Knicks thing is really cool, though, right? Because there's fans that are 50 years old that never saw them win, and these fans have been there for generations. And it's like if the Dolphins won, which I assume they will eventually, in my lifetime, hopefully.
You hope.
Well, I mean, it's at some point.
You hope that we have planted the right seeds this time around. And I will give them credit for one thing. They cleaned house to do it, which needed to be done. And thought we waited too long, but we made the move. And I mean, they cleaned it. They cleaned it in the name of salary cap and everything else, man.
But imagine what it would be like.
Put a lot of dead money in the cemetery this off season.
But like fathers and sons and people who've gone to these games forever and
win.
It would be something.
I told you I don't get mad when they wait after the game by the car. I don't get mad. I don't get mad walking out. And I understand, man. I'm frustrated and get it. When will it turn around? And we're so far behind.
At some point.
Yeah. You hope this is beginning. Well, we just finished up mini camp, and then I get this from guys my age, like, how much longer are you gonna ask me to wait? I get that. And the guys just get right to it, like, Joe, seriously, how much longer are we going to wait now? Because now we're doing it over. And these guys may be good. How long is it going to take them? So you get that. Ain't going to happen this year.
All the droughts end eventually, don't they?
Yes. Well, you say that.
They have to. I mean,
let me ask you.
The Cubs won like 100 years. They finally won.
They did.
Red Sox won.
Let me ask you, do you think Detroit, who was really, they were bad, 30 years, no win, and then Coach Campbell comes in, flips it around, but now they've dropped a little bit. Their defense gets banged up. I didn't realize they finished last, or they're 9-8 or 8-9.
Nice, yeah.
It was.
Hey man, they had it. Was it 2 years ago now? They had it.
They had it. You're right.
The gutsy coach.
He has a chance to go up. He has a chance to go up 3 scores, 2 touchdowns, and that field goal. That means you got to score 3 times to beat me. You.
Yep.
And he said, "Nope, we're going to put them away. We're going to put them away right now."
The NFL too is designed that the bad team's supposed to get good eventually, right? And there's no markets in the NFL. Like, it doesn't matter where you play in the NFL.
That's a great point.
The NBA is different. Like, it would be very difficult for Sacramento to be good.
That's why I disagree with Mike Florio when he wants to get rid of the draft and stuff.
Oh, man.
The way it's structured, they want bad teams. They want the New England Patriots story.
Yeah, exactly.
They want teams to be able to flip it around from being really bad by hitting on some draft picks. And, oh, by the way, you got a lot of money. You're one of the top free agent money teams. Go out and get some players, but you got to hit on them. We always talk about, listen, man, blame the teams. The way the league is set up. You should not be bad for a long time. It should not happen.
No. And Seattle had that franchise crusher loss that we've been talking about all morning. They came back. And everyone eventually comes back. The problem is we've just been stuck in the middle. which is the worst place to be.
Yes. No, I agree.
You either got to bottom out or something.
No. Wood, you're right. And I hate to go through that bottom part, but you're right.
Maybe this is the bottom. Maybe it's all uphill from here.
All right. Well, listen, let's go to break here, man.
Eventually it'll happen.
Try to figure some things out here. Hey, it is hurricane season, Woody. I do know that. You know, Chev, the CEO over there at Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing, he always says, man, there's only one thing you can do. You can't, you have no idea when South Florida is going to get hit. All you can control is Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing to protect your home. And he hopes you'll call Loctite. And he's right. Their windows Hurricane Category 5 rated. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with zero down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. Old leaky roof. Well, replace your roof now. You can pay later. Plus 24/7 roof repairs. The best part, Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Don't wait for the next storm. Get the deal of a lifetime today and keep your home protected. That's what it's all about, man. They cover all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. Loctite Impact is a name you need to know. And I want to let you know, once you sign with them, they do all the work. They get the permits. They take care of everything for you. So call today, 954-500-LOCK, or you can always go to LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com. If you do call 954-500-LOCK, they got a great staff ready to answer all your questions.
Text WQAM on the Kendall Toyota text line at 30556.
with traffic. I'm Adia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
This traffic report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach, your home for watching the world's biggest soccer tournament live at Sunrise Stage. Watch the world's biggest soccer tournament live at Sunrise Stage at the Casino at Dania Beach. Enjoy every match, food and drink specials, free parking, and don't miss Fan Zone 305 July 11th. Experience the excitement all summer long at the Casino at Dania Beach.
All right, Joe, we're going to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale, one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, toyotaofhollywood.com. This is the Shakira theme to the World Cup. Die. Someone tried to correct me earlier, but it is Die.
I think she's beautiful, man. She's unbelievable.
I think most people would agree with you.
And that girl can dance, man. That's ridiculous. To be able to dance
that?
like, yeah. Even old guy going down. I just, when I see her, I just start clapping. That's outstanding. Hey, man, this is kind of cool. We don't get to do this. Solana from the afternoon show is getting ready to do a World Cup show. I'm glad he is. I am really into this thing. I know it doesn't sound like it because we don't talk a lot. But this is different, man. You're representing your country. Solana, man, thank you so much, brother, for finding some time, and we'll talk about your show in just a second. It's starting this Saturday, and we'll get going. But, hey, I got to ask you, just going selfishly to my background, does the Portuguese have a shot? Does Portugal got a chance in this thing? The Linguiça heads have any shot? That's all I want to.
They do, Joe. They really do. I think Portugal. As long as they don't play that old bum Cristiano Ronaldo, they might actually have a chance to win this tournament. But he's having
a good year, though. I thought he's playing great over in Saudi Arabia. No,
no, he's not, man. The
Don't
last
correct him. He watches a lot of Saudi Arabian soccer. Don't correct him, okay?
I didn't realize, Joe, you're tuned into the Dolphins offensive line, Tua in Atlanta, and Cristiano in Saudi Arabia. I had no idea.
He said that about a half an hour ago. I bought that crap, by the way.
Hey,
I bought that.
Hey, you know the crazy part about this, when we were in Madrid, we were walking around, I had my wife, and I go, hey, man, she goes, man, this guy's like this male model. This is when he's playing for Real Madrid. She goes, man, he's on everything. He is gorgeous. I go, no, he's also, he might be the best player in the world. That's why he's on all these things. And he does look good, too. So
He does. A lot better than any of us, man. That's for
yeah.
sure.
Well, hey, let's get it. So Spain and France, I see are the favorites for this thing.
Easy. Spain and France have the deepest rosters. Joe, France has been to the last two World Cup finals, and they're arguably better right now. And Spain, they won the European Championship 2 years ago. These are the two best teams. They're the reason why they're heavy favorites. Anybody that takes them out before the final would be considered a huge upset. Doesn't mean that they're locks for the final, by the way. There's an extra knockout round because of more teams in the World Cup with this iteration of it. So there's going to be more chaos, and it's going to make for more fun. But yeah, Spain, France, and then probably Argentina, Portugal, the four favorites going into the tourney.
Okay, so I heard about England, and a guy I was playing tennis yesterday, another guy that really likes soccer, and he goes, England chokes every year, no matter how good they are. Is that true? Do they have a little chokey to them?
They got bigger choke demons than the San Antonio Spurs from last night, man.
Yeah. Okay, you made your point there. Okay, you didn't say the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, I got you.
They've got some De'Aaron Fox in them for sure, man. 100%. They won one World Cup in 1966 in England, and ever since then they have this phrase: "Bring it home. It's coming home." And it's never gone home. It's not going home. England's very good, but they're not winning the World Cup.
All right, so I got to ask you, because I did watch a little documentary. They had the USA getting ready, and I did watch a little of Germany the other day. How good are they? Have any chance to make any kind of splash in this tournament?
It depends what you mean by a splash. I think the U.S. has a really good roster. Everybody knows Christian Pulisic, the LeBron James of soccer is what they used to call
scored like
him.
one goal. Like he finally scored the other day. He's pissed at everybody for paying attention to it.
Yeah, but he's playing very well in Italy, Joe. Like genuinely, he's having a really good season, or did have a really good season on one of the top clubs, AC Milan in Italy. The U.S. has a solid team. I don't think they compare with the Spains and the Frances and the Argentina. But, Joe, it just depends on what you mean by a splash. Like, are they going to win the World Cup? I don't think they have a chance, genuinely, to go through. And once you get into the round of 16, the quarterfinal, the semifinal, I mean, you're talking about a path that likely includes Belgium, then likely includes Germany, then probably has to be Spain or France or Argentina, and then one of those other teams in the final. To beat all those teams consecutively in the quarters, the semis, and then the final, to me, is unlikely from the U.S. But can they beat a Belgium or a Germany in a one-off in the round of 32 or the round of 16? Yes, and I think that would be enough to create some enthusiasm.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I think they have a shot.
You don't even
I think they get through all those countries.
You big fraud. You know, I'm a big fraud. You're a fraud though too.
We're going to win a lot of money if they win it all.
I do want to ask you a couple more too here. So Italy not making this tournament, that's how does this happen? They never go. Like, how did they get so bad? Don't they have players playing all over the world on these teams, or no?
It's a disaster. And Joe, they won the European Championship in 2021 and missed the 2022 World Cup, which is just unheard of. Like, you're good enough to beat Spain, Germany, France in the European Cup, and then you miss the World Cup. They've missed the last two, and you go back to 2014. They didn't even make it out of the group stage. Like, it's been 16 years of just. I mean, Italy won the second and third ever World Cup, 34-38, and they have 4 total world titles. They won one in 2006. Like, we're talking about New York Yankees. We're talking about Boston Red Sox. We're talking about one of the greatest countries ever in the history of soccer, and almost 20 years of them, just being a disaster. Trust me, man, they're getting it at home. You think Dolphins fans are crushing this organization? It's much worse in Italy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. All over. It's gotta be tough for all the Catholics over there going through that. My God, man, that's a rough one. Hey, so tell me about the show. What time do we start this on Saturday?
Noon to 2 p.m. throughout the entire World Cup. Joe, genuinely appreciate you bringing me on, man. And I'm excited for it. I love soccer. I used to bore you with soccer takes when we traveled together with the Dolphins. Yep. But I think, the U.S. does have a good chance at like we talked about, having one big surprise win in this World Cup. I think people are going to get galvanized behind that. And my home country of Uruguay is playing 2 games here in Miami. So I'm excited about that. I'll be at
you and your family. Oh my gosh. You got people coming over, a lot of family, right?
Yeah. We got family going. All the Solana clan will be out there, but the World Cup is awesome. There's more of it this year, which makes for more excitement, and I'm really excited to be breaking it down every Saturday, 12 to 2 on Summers of Soccer with Solana.
That's great.
Did you know, by the way, that for $79 they'll put your name on the scoreboard?
This guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This guy.
No, I'm being serious. For $79.
I know, you've been talking about for 2 days. Like, they're not getting enough money that, like, hey, while you're here, you might as well put your name of the family up there and give us $79.
FIFA needs the money, and I want them to succeed here. So if you're going with but they capped it at 4 people though. So I don't know if you're going with a family of 4, but I think
does FIFA need the money? Because FIFA is taking our money every opportunity that they can get, man. These guys are just sucking everybody dry, Joe. Everybody.
They're a non-profit though, don't they claim that?
Yeah. Not in my pocket. Not in my pocket. What are you talking about? Hey, so, man, I know it's getting ripped, the FIFA people, and everybody thinks that whole thing's a bit of a scam, but, man, I'm glad we got the World Cup here, right? This is still cool. I know, and again, I know it's expensive, and not everybody can, people complain about tickets, but, man, it's going to be great. We got some good teams here.
For sure. No, we do. We have Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal. I mean, that Colombia-Portugal game, Joe, the get-in price is $3,800 right now on the resale market. Like, the excitement and just like the general enthusiasm, a large Colombian population down here. And then Portugal, like you mentioned, one of the favorites. But if you're looking for more affordable games, like my country of Uruguay is playing Saudi Arabia and Cabo Verde, like there's tickets that, yes, are expensive, but I think, more reasonable if you want to
Right.
go out there and check it out. So Brazil and Scotland are going to play down here. The vibes at Hard Rock are going to be awesome. And then you get a round of 32 game and the bronze medal match. Like that, there's a lot of really good soccer that's going to be played here.
Boy, and I remember when Colombia came over here last time. I'm not talking about when they destroyed the stadium.
They're still
Talking
stuck
about
in the vents,
a few
Joe.
years ago, and I'll tell you what, they brought a lot of people over here. I did not realize they can fill up a stadium any size when it comes to soccer. Man, it's amazing. Hey, Brad, really nice having you with us, man. Really appreciate it. Can't wait, man. Again, 12-2 starting this Saturday.
What about what about Zverev winning the French, Joe? I've been dying to see you to talk about the French. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
Hey, man, I got to tell you, I was rooting for the guy.
Me too.
And so my wife and I were sitting there for 4.5 hours and going, "Oh my God, what's going to happen?" Because the kid from Italy played him tough. But I was really happy for him. And he got ripped for all the personal stuff that's going on and whatever, and they didn't want to let it go. But good for him, man. There's pressure. I mean, those guys are all knocked out in the first week. They're like, "All right, Zerev, this is your chance."
This was it. This was the window. This was it for sure.
This
Joe,
is
I
the time-
appreciate it, man.
Hey, man,
Wait,
thank
is that
you.
what you guys call it amongst tennis people, the French?
What do you call it, jerky? You don't even count.
No,
'cause you
I'm just asking.
Don't worry
he
about
hits you
it.
with
Don't
the
worry.
French like he's
Hey.
like, you guys are old tennis pals.
Hey, you know what? Hey, son, you don't have to put up with this, man. You know what? Just say goodbye. Hey, kiss my ass. He does not need you. We don't need him.
I like
man.
Swan. He comes on every time when you're gone. We always talk. we just rip you.
Hey, babysat me for a couple of years. You leave him alone, brother. I told him you're nobody can mess with you, Solana. You know that. All right, thank you, brother.
No, thank you guys. Genuinely, I appreciate it, Joe.
All right, good stuff. All right. Hey, we got some more stuff to get to here this morning. We're not done here. We want to let you know that if you're starting to look around for a new truck, well, you got to stop by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Florida work or Florida fun, we got a Chevy truck absolutely perfect for you. I love the Colorado. We call it the South Florida Colorado because that truck just seems to be made, man. Very comfortable. From the Colorado Custom to the ZR2, it's got the right tools to exceed your expectations. And then the Chevy Silverado, man, it's like when you look at the Chevy Silverado family, I mean, it's got everything, boy, from the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices. Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. And then the big boys, I call them the big, strong guys. Yeah. For a guy out there that's working 7 days a week, this is how you make a living. You need a truck as strong and durable as you are. Chevy Silverado HD. Boy, the powerful LTZ with the premium style and substance to match. Or you can go with the biggest, that Chevy Silverado HD High Country. So for the best of Florida lifestyle, whatever it may be for you, Chevy's got a Florida truck perfect for your lifestyle. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Together, let's drive.
WQAM.
The Margo Report brought to you by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Dow up 200 points. The S&P up 13 points, and NASDAQ is up 40 points. You know, SpaceX goes public tomorrow.
Yeah.
You going to get in?
No. I'm about ready to put all my money in a CD, whatever's left.
Yeah?
Put in a CD
Low
in
risk.
a bank.
Low risk?
Yeah.
No SpaceX for you?
No.
It's a big deal. It's like a big thing in
Good
business.
Good. I want you to do it and tell me how it works. That'll probably work out great.
I'm going to probably pass on this one.
Okay. Hey, I don't want you to pass.
That's pricey.
I don't want you to pass on the Marlins going for the
For the
sweep.
people that can't see you doing a
They're
broom
going
hand
for the
motion.
sweep. Yeah, they're going for the sweep today. 110 start. Marlins 8-0 win. Yes, boy, they've just Arizona's got a good team in that National League West. Otto Lopez, man. If he's not the starting shortstop, the guy that starts should apologize because Otto Lopez will be on the team, but they should apologize because his ass should be the one that gets introduced for that starting lineup. He's been that good at shortstop. Not even close. And nice home runs last night. Owen Casey and Kyle Stowers both get home runs. So they're going for the sweep with a 110 start today. If want to get out to a game, catch it, or head home, grab the kids and shoot out there. You're 65 or old. If you're in the Joe Rose, they should call it the Joe Rose program. 65 or older, you and your 65-year-old friend get in free.
Now you get a special card, right?
Dave Hyde's going to be there in a month.
Turn 65?
Yeah.
You get a special card, right? Like that shows that you're like a
Well, I haven't got all
old
that
guy?
stuff because I'm still working.
No, not Social Security. I'm talking about like, don't they give you like identification? Like, what do they call that thing?
No, but I have noticed I'm getting a lot more of those spam calls on older stuff.
Trying to scam you, bro. Yeah.
You know the latest one, by the way. My dad gets it like once a month now. Grandpa, I only have a second. I'm in jail. Can you please send like $1,000 here real quickly? I'm sorry. Can you get the money to me? Send it, please.
Really?
That's a common one.
Wow.
Boy, they prey on us. They prey on us, older folks.
I got
it's a bad
one. My wife got one the other day through the email, and it said that they had videos of like from inside our house, like suggestive videos.
Oh, I got
they
one
were like, send money
yeah.
or we're going to release this on the internet.
Yeah. Oh no, there's some things we get like, hey, you better hurry and pay this or you're.
Yeah.
And then of course I check and she goes, oh my God, they got you again. Just don't respond to anything. I'm like, okay. So anyway,
the other ones are like they say you got like $20 million sitting in an account. You just need to send like a few thousand. We'll release the funds to you.
Oh my God, I had that one. That's a good one. Oh yeah.
You're like a prince from another, you're related.
I don't know
He's
how
like your uncle.
how the hell did we get there from the Marlins 110 start today?
Because it's old guy
going
day.
for the sweep against Arizona. That's right. They've won 7 of 8, trying to make it 8 of 9 before leaving, and trying to get one step closer. Now 33-35 on the season. So get on out there and enjoy yourself. And by the way, while we're at it, we got something cool going on with Baptist Health. I want everybody, man, especially guys my age and between your age and my age, Woody, guys are terrible about getting checkups and going to see how they're doing. Oh, I feel great. Why would I do anything? I had a little something, but I'm not reading into it. It's not that bad. I can live with it. No, stop it, man. You have to do everything, work and family, you do a great job with everything in your life except your own health. So on June 14th, join Baptist Health as a men's health summit in Doral screenings, expert advice, real conversations that matter. You can enjoy food while you're out there, grooming, screenings, prizes, and connect with men taking control of their health. No excuses, man. No guesswork, just action. They have doctors out there to talk about things that should be important to you. And by the way, register now for the Baptist Health Men's Health Summer in Doral. Visit baptisthealth.net/Zotime. By the way, nobody better to be president of the club than Alonzo Mourning, who just is an unbelievable speaker. I mean, those are $50,000 a pop. He's so good. I mean it. And by the way, it's June 14th. Please register And take your kids out there. It's not like
we had such a good time last year. That event was fantastic. I brought Leon. Yeah, it was great. They had food and all these different setups and, health stuff you could do. It was really, really a fun event.
And he got to hang out, got pictures with Glenn Rice there that day.
Glenn Rice was there.
Dan Marino.
And
Alonzo Mourning.
And Bo.
And Bo was there. Big Bo was there.
Yeah.
I forgot Bo was there too. Anyway, man, a lot of.
When Zoe speaks, it's like, you listen.
So Bo and I were talking about Alonzo yesterday, and he goes, he literally walked out there and Bo changed. Like he goes, I'm changing my, I'm older than Zoe. I'm changing my friggin' lifestyle, and he stuck with it. Bo's been really good about it. He's got a speech that's just fantastic. I mean, you get a couple of scares in life, and he's had them. So it's anyway, just wanted to get those things out here today and make sure whether you're going to the baseball game today or want you there June 14th, they'd love to see you out there. Bring the kids. They're going to have fun too. They got stuff set up out there for everybody to really, really enjoy themselves. Not as much as the Knicks fans are this morning. Hey, there's not a Knicks fan that was at that game or watching it last night on TV that's going to tell me I knew we'd come back. down 29, 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. There was nobody saying.
After the third quarter, it felt like they were going to make a run at it, though.
No,
it had that feel of it.
They did knock it down to 15 real quickly.
They had that thing stuck at plus 1,000 going into the fourth quarter. I'm guessing the sportsbook took a bath last night on those live bets. But
that's what they did was literally there's so many different things, whether you're from the school of San Antonio just choked it away or what a great comeback by the Knicks. Either way, whatever combination you want to do, you may never see that again in a basketball game. I always say that
finals history
for the final. And by the way, we what happened, what Brady did to the Falcons, probably never see that again. The Falcons made a ton of mistakes, first of all. They turned the ball over.
I mean, the other team has to self-destruct too.
Right. Clock's got to stop, you know, and then Brady just did. And the Knicks last night just were doing everything.
So Wemby lands the elbow on Karl Anthony Towns.
You're sticking with that, man.
But no, I'm just saying that's whether he's a dirty
right.
player or not. I mean, he's probably the dirtiest player in the league, but that's neither here nor
No,
there.
he's not.
But
that's
when it started to unravel for them. For whatever reason, I don't know. But
hey, man, as bad as it was, two things happened at the very end of the game for San Antonio Spurs fans. Your veteran player, who's considered a really clutch player, he's got a good reputation in the league. He decides after a turnover, the ball gets slapped down the court. All you got to do is dribble it out as long as you can. Go make 2 free throws, and you're up 3.
You mean like what they teach you to do in elementary school?
Yeah. Oh, that's the blocking out. The second thing he didn't do.
Yeah.
Nobody blocks out, and your 7'5" center's out on Brunson. And everything went right. Listen, you got a great bounce. You got the perfect bounce for Anunoby to come right in there, and Anunoby to come in there and just tip it in. Got at the highest peak. His hand was just over the top of 2 other players, and it was perfect.
So this is funny. Anunoby went from, what was it, Jamie? Plus 2,500 to win the MVP, finals MVP. He's now plus 300.
Well, listen, he and Brunson and
who do you think? I mean, do you think Anunoby wins it?
That play will go down as a big play, but I think Brunson's gonna.
But Anunoby has played better, I guess.
Anunoby's been the best Knick so far.
He's saying this as a guy who passed on that plus 2,500.
I'm pissed I passed on the 2,500.
Oh,
but
man.
He had 28 in game 3, had 33 last night.
Damn, Jamie. I know because people are asking this morning, who you get the MVP? I think the closeout game's still going to be, if it's tight, who's going to be the better player. But, hey, listen, great. The Knicks are going, we don't care because this has been a great story. And Anunoby has played his ass off. 33 points. Boy, he's had back-to-back just playing great games.
You think Game 5 is even close? Or does San Antonio just mail it in? By the way, Spurs are favored, for anyone who's wondering. They're favored by 5.5 points.
I don't think they get blown out because the Knicks got 2. We saw both their personalities last night. It'll be a close game. I think it'll be a close game.
A very entertaining NBA postseason, and the ratings are through the roof.
Oh, so what'd you say the game before?
Got 26. It peaked.
26 million last night. I can't get a read on last night because people turned it off.
That's the thing, right? How many people missed it? I was very close to turning it off.
I did. But
but you don't stay up that late, regardless.
No, I have no shot. No, none. Good call by
you. Don't count.
No. Old people are 65.
You should count for the people that wake up early and watch the game should also count for the ratings.
We do. We get the YouTube stuff is a big one for us. Well, Woody, I got to tell you, man, today was a wild one, and I got to tell you, with that game, it saved Kirby Hocutt because I crushed him, but not as badly as he should have been. The Texas Tech AD for his comments. Did he really believe all that stuff he said, or is that just was he taking the company line?
No, he's treating Sorsby like his son. Son who has a bad gambling problem, bets on his own team.
And happens to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Oh, yeah.
And that too. Hey, that's going to
always helps when you can play, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we get into this all the time. It always gets back to how good you are.
We went through that with a wide receiver.
We do, like, how good are you? That's how much we'll put up with. Well, what he did wasn't that bad, right? That was the theme around here with Tyreek. Well, it wasn't that bad. No, I mean, he's so good on the field, and if you think about it, it wasn't that bad. I mean, she said one thing, he said another, but I think we're okay. All right, hey, that's
so the guy who, by the way, Joe, tomorrow, Football Friday, the guy who's probably had the best stuff out of anyone on all this Sorsby stuff is Mike Florio.
Yeah.
He's been great on this stuff.
Yeah, Mike's
looking forward to that conversation.
I wish Mike just stop with the draft, get rid of the draft. All right. Hey, that's going to do it for our show. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you so much for being with us.